J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Got a lot to talk about today. Gonna keep it real, as they say. And a lot of news and things going on from Ray J saying his days are numbered and things like that, or Don Lemon and what he's going through and other things. But talk about people when they say there's the dating culture and different things. I forgot I had this up. I was watching here a little cold earlier. It's been cold and stuff, but I'm gonna try not to get too sensitive. 'Cause, it is kind of sad these days, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the title of this video, this live stream, is the sad truth about life and why nothing seemed to matter anymore. It's because, man, it's true. And I'll get right to the point. I ain't the type to drag it on. I mean, I am going to talk about it for a minute, but the reason I put that as the title is the sad truth of life is that we don't have much time, man. You just don't have much time, life, man. And I mean, what if you live to be 80 years old or 100 years old? Think that's a lot of time? It's like your first, what, 15 years at best. 15, 16 years, you a kid. 18 years, you a kid. You really don't have much. You're trying to figure out life. You influenced by the world that you were born into that you don't know nothing about. You figuring it out based on whoever your family, your friends, environment. And then at 18, what do you know? How mature are you? You know? You finally figure something out, maybe, if you're lucky in your 20s, early 30s. Then what? Next thing you know, before you look up, literally, you in your 40s, 50s. You're in your 50s, 60s. Are you supposed to be figuring it out still in your 50s, 60s? Your 40s, 50s, 60s, you still figuring it out? Because guess what? As you get older, eventually you're going to have health issues one way or another. You know, if you're blessed, you can what? Make it to your 50s, 60s, maybe 70s without any major health issues. But I mean, a person in their 60s, 70s, are they considered young? They considered got their whole life ahead of them. They got a big future. You've already lived most of it. And then you're going to have issues as you get older. And then it's over. I mean, that's the truth of it, is that you got better chance of grabbing the wind and holding on to it with your fist than you do with stopping time, slowing time down. And the worst part is we take it for granted until it's too late. And I always consider myself to be a quote unquote smart person, try to learn from other people's mistakes and things. And it's like as we get older, we look back, man, we all gonna have a bunch of mistakes. I remember hearing older people and they'd say that, and I remember when I'd be young, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be old and have no mistake. I ain't gonna be regretting this and that. I'm gonna do this and that. I'm gonna try not to do this. I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna watch this. I ain't do this. I don't want to do that. I ain't gonna be like my mom. I ain't gonna be like my dad. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. When I have kids, I'm gonna do this. When I have kids, I'm gonna do that. When I get married, I'm gonna do this. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that. And truth is, hey, yeah, right. And you know, growing up, like sometimes people, you guys have said to me, "Oh, Jay, you humble," or this or that. When there's been times where I don't talk about things I do or power or any of that stuff or different thing, whatever. Hold on, I'm getting a frog in my throat already. Whew. I wish I had a little bit more people that watch me that were younger, maybe. Because not to say everybody that's my age or close. This is too late. This message won't help them, but man, anyway. I mean, I did enjoy some of my life and things, but I've always been humbled growing up in Chicago. You know, you get bullied, teased, whatever. I can go down, about different things, but you know, being light skinned or short, having a little belly as a kid, although I was called fat and fat boy, looking back at it now, I mean, I'll show y'all some pictures. I mean, you would think I was Hercules, the way people was talk or say something, but anyway, I'm not sitting here saying woe is me because I end up trying to bully kids or do whatever to make the ones that bully me get off of me or appreciate this. You're young, you don't know as you go through things and whatever. But, you know, I never had really a chance to have no big ego or a big head in life, which is good. I mean, hey, being full of pride and all of that stuff, I don't like saying this stuff because I don't want to make it seem like I'm, a preacher, but those are, some of the what one of the seven deadly sins, all of that stuff. So, which is, crazy that some people use the rainbow and then say pride. That's not good thing to be behind being prideful. But anyway, man, it's like, man, people are so selfish nowadays. Not that people weren't selfish before. I know I've had my selfish tendencies. I mean, I was raised in a sense. I mean, I was raised in a culture that if you didn't have money, you didn't look nice, whether it was with nice clothes or clean or dressed right or, in good shape to the best you could be, um, or have a couple girlfriends or something, nice car, nice place and things, that you was a loser, you was a scrub. You only got one girlfriend? Man, you gay? You got one girlfriend? You gay. You a lame. You drive an old car or you this or you only got that or da 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 da. I mean, I realized the error in that. I learned that actually in my 20s, actually. But, I always knew we wasn't here to buy stuff. We ain't here to just work, you know. And one of the things, though, growing up in Chicago, being around the friends and people that I was around, I mean, hey, we all friends because we lived on the same block, basically. Once we were able to move around and stuff, a lot of us didn't stay in contact, but for different reasons. But anyway, having people older than me, younger than me, different things, I was exposed to a lot of stuff. And one of the things, like I've said on here before, I first really learned or had my eyes opened in a sense about some of the stuff in the world was when I in '96, that summer after graduating high school, and some of the couple of the older guys or whatever was showing me the book with the pyramid with the dollar, or Behold the Pale Horse, or different things, those books and things. And not to say I sat there and read them all, but just different things come across, and you start to realize the world is not exactly what it seems, and it's a lot of other agendas and things going on that some people may call conspiracy theories or whatever. But just it was kind of depressing and eye-opening to me in a sense, and I didn't want to believe it. And as time went on and seeing more things, I realized it's true, and learning a lot of these things or whatever. And I just realized that man, I didn't want to have kids, bring kids into the world that's, so messed up and things. And I was thinking I'll try to make money and maybe that'll protect me, or, I didn't want to join things. I mean, I really got scared in a sense because before I found that out at 18, I was, flirting with gang activity. I never joined fully into no gang, getting jumped in and stuff, but I was pretty closely associated through some friends and where I would go and different things with a few different, you know, gang or organizations. But I started to learn then. We used to have to know lit, basically, your literature, different, they call it different stuff for different gangs or whatever. But one of the things that really scared me the most, because it was one of the ones I was closely associated with at the time, GD in Chicago. Um, Again, I never joined any organization, other than the Teamsters Union. But that's because at this young age, I realized, yeah, it's got things or whatever, try to make money. Because most people I knew that were doing that is because you would have to be plugged in somewhere so that you can try to make money, like how scamming or Bitcoin or all kind of different stuff is how young people try to get rich quick today. Well, that's all drug dealing was, is trying to get rich quick, try to make some money. It wasn't anything other than that. And then after going through some things and realizing, like, GD is Gangster Disciple, that's with Larry Hoover. But I don't know how many may know, but they throw up the pitchfork. People do like this or all kind of different stuff, ways they do it. Anyway, as you get into it, you be like, the pitchfork, why they do that? And it's basically, ain't gonna go too deep, but it's who used the pitchfork. It's kind of basically somewhat devil worship. And then it's got the 5-point star or the 6-point stars, and that's different gangs. I'm the 5 and the 6, and different. I ain't trying to have gang talk right now, but just the 5-point star, the 6-point star, the pitchfork. They do this with all of these different things. Every one of them, whether it was four corner, 4CH, four corner hustlers, MG, and all this stuff. If you go down to it, it's got some type of like devil worship type stuff in it, and I'd be like, man, what? Like, I could never sit right with that. And then some people even like going to college and things, or they have the Divine Nine, which is Greek, fraternities, the Greek life, and AKAs and Kappas and all of that, and Delta, all that stuff. If you go into that, that's all another form of control. Those are all Greek gods who I do believe were real and were probably the ones that were eliminated during the flood, which they probably were Nephilim and other things. Anyway, point is, whether it's Freemasonry, all this stuff, man, it's just a lot of darkness and things, and it just was like, man, I didn't want to really be a part of that. I was still, I guess, in my youth, up until I'd say about 23, I was still focused on trying to make money and have as many girls as I can. I won't say as many girls as I can, but if I could get 2 or 3 a month, hey, that's okay. And but I started to realize, you can have all the. I know kind of where I was, why I got that way, because I'm like a hopeless romantic in a way. And I guess the first two women that they weren't women yet, but the first two girls I really, really liked a lot. I guess for one way or another, I messed that up, or whatever the case. And then the third one that I was with, I thought I could correct some things, but I messed that up before I could even fix it, I guess. And the thing is, man, is and I'll explain it a little bit, but it's just like I feel like things don't matter because it's just selfish. A lot of stuff is fake. Everybody out to get something like a transactional. Everybody out to get their own. It's nobody really genuine or whatever anymore. And I feel like it's a big difference. Like, I got injured in 2011, and then I really, really, really had a immediate. I've never been able to snap my fingers at never. That's the best I ever did. Anyway, the best I ever did right there. It made me, you got me hear something. Anyway, uh, I really realized how superficial everything is, really, And then with the separation of my body and soul, so to speak, because I'm still in here in a way, but I can't do and act and be like I was. So it's like I'm in a car with 4 flat tires, you know. Anyway, making it quick, and then I'm gonna get to some of these comments, but and I see you say God got you. I mean, And a long story short, that's why I say it's nothing seem to really matter no more because in the end, I'm just waiting for either my turn to be over with or, Jesus to come back because it ain't looking good out here in these streets, man, and life and different things. And there's so many liars and things. And anyway, man. So making it short, I know I'm just going on and on, but uh I say the first girl I really, really, really love, and I know I was like I say, I used to be a hopeless romantic, or I don't know, maybe I always been somewhat freaky or something. Maybe it got activated at a young age, but I ain't try to go too deep in everything. But I did like this girl that actually went to the same preschool, and I had a crush on her ever since preschool. And then she had lived in the neighborhood, and then after like that time period, we bumped into each other a few times, growing up, because it wasn't like she was out there playing with the boys or playing catch, and I wasn't like going to her house all the time. But I say see each other again like around eighth grade or something like that. Then around the high school times, we ended up meeting back together and things, and then that's the girl I ended up going to prom with. I liked her so much, man. I'd have did anything for that girl. I mean, I really liked her a lot. And I mean, this was probably one of the things that changed me looking back at it because I thought, man, this must be perfect. Again, this is before rom-coms, but I guess I had some type of rom-com in my head. I mean, also, my parents didn't have the best loving relationship. And my mom wasn't the type to talk about my father like, oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. She would basically talk about it in the sense of whenever you find somebody, don't do this, don't treat them like that. You should compromise. You should be there for them. You all should be able to talk. You should be able to this or that, da 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 da. And so, I guess in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna meet a lady and we can compromise and we could be together and I'm gonna treat her this way and I listen and I do this and that and da da da. And she love me because, you know, I'm doing these things and I know my mom, if somebody was there for her, she would have loved it. So, hey, and I'm not doing it like the word cake and what now, Chet, but maybe subconsciously I was, you know, simping and caking at a young age. I thought I was being considerate. I was always taught to be considerate. Anyway, there's not a lot of people very considerate these days, which is actually hard for a person like me because it's kind of hard for me not to even be considerate of just somebody that's here working or something to help my dad. But anyway, I ain't trying to date him, but I'm just like, be considerate. I mean, I'll get to that about this damn girl. Anyway, they is death by a thousand cuts with these people. But, you know, long story short, she ended up not really liking me too much because she said I was too nice and basically, she didn't say this part, but nice guys finish last. So, it happens, I guess, I mean, we was only what 18 when that happened, so it wasn't like she probably well later she did call me when I was like around 30 and we were talking. Or I don't know if she called me or I called her, but we were there talking as friends and or something or message or something. And I remember she was saying things, and I'm like, I don't know about that because it kind of broke my heart. But anyway, that did change, because I was like, oh man, you know what? I can't be that nice no more, Not that I was trying to, you know, be a pimp named slap a hoe. But I wasn't as so nice. And then I did meet somebody that would have probably been the best thing if we would have made it work. If I wouldn't have had that experience, so to speak, because and I remember how I met all these people, these at least these three people, which it seemed like a movie. I could remember just like yesterday how we met and things. But anyway, that girl, she really liked me a lot, and I was about 2 years older than her, whereas me and the other girl, I was 1 year older than her, 2 years older than this one, and so I liked her a lot, but I could never let her know that because then she would have the power and then treat me. So I didn't want that to happen again. So and then by her being a little younger than me, I say what by the time because I we met in high school, like my freshman year, but then that didn't see each other off and on or something like she used to come to my high school parties. Our parties at our school used to be the spot, but I think it was like right after I graduated, after dealing with old girl, man, I'm driving in High Park and I saw her again. She was looking good. I was pulled over. I talked to her, got her number. We reconnected, and we was going at it, dating or whatever, talking. Although I never really took her on a date and things, but this is the 90s, and I guess it wasn't, a lot of things were different. But people were actually going out on it with you because they liked you or whatever. It wasn't for a foodie call or put you on video, all kind of crazy stuff people do today. But anyway, I don't want to bore everybody with all this. I see people be ready to leave. But anyway, one of the main things I guess I didn't appreciate that she didn't want to really have sex yet and things. I would be trying to pressure her. Not that she was my only girlfriend at the time, but I wouldn't be lying to people and saying this or that. But anyway, I end up like being mean to her, and then she end up leaving. We break up. She and I say being mean. I say not as considerate, which she ended up never wanting to leave and being there. I just would be like, this is wild. I would be so considerate and nice, and they couldn't stand it. Now I'm not considerate and as nice, and she won't leave me alone. And she'll catch the bus over and do all these things and stay and do. I mean, like, it was like crazy to me. Anyway, after we stopped talking, she ended up going wild and girls gone wild with all kind of people and dudes, and then we do meet up and she talking about how she was with R. Kelly and Ice Cube and all. I'm like, what the hell? And pictures with all kind of other dudes. I'm like, oh man. Anyway, I knew deep down that was kind of my fault, but now I kind of did not like her as much now. Like, man, you didn't win and turn into a 304 on the brother. Like, what the hell? Yeah, you wouldn't give me none. You only like to slob on Bob. But hey, people are young. I thought that was so backwards. But anyway, now you didn't win and gave it to all these damn, what the world? Common. I remember she said she was with Common and this and that. And then I'm like, man, why you telling me all that? I don't want to hear this. Anyway, after that or whatever, going through that a little bit. Of course, that didn't end up working out for a while. And we went our separate ways. And then I eventually met, I say, my son's mom, which at that point in time, I was working at UPS and I was at that time been to college for 4 years in Ohio. I done been all around a little bit, traveled, made a little money. worked at UPS, stopped working at UPS, came back working there again, ended up meeting her there. And the UPS, this was around like 2002, and it was a hookup culture with people that after work. I mean, I worked at this real estate office and everybody was hooking up there. Like everybody would sleep with everybody at work. I later learned my dad, he'd be sleeping with everybody at his office. I'm glad my mom wasn't, but I mean, people be messing around with people they work with, at least in the 90s and the 2000s. And so, I mean, I ended up hooking up with a few people there through my time there. Didn't think much of it. And young, immature. Then I'm hooking up with her. She was what, 21? What, 23? She already had 2 kids. I'm like, yeah, this is just, I didn't think much of it at all, other than something to do after work. Then, I made bad decisions, a lot of bad decisions. It made me really change and think about myself, at that age. One of the bad decisions, we probably had only known each other like 2 months. And then she got pregnant, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't even know this girl. I barely got enough money for this and that. I'm going to tell my family, what is she going to do? What is this? Oh my God, this is such a problem. And the immaturity level, and I wish I had more information in a way, because it wasn't the internet and things. Not that I might have been Googling stuff, but I thought, like, based off of my friends and different things, like at that point, almost every friend I know, girlfriend, had gotten pregnant and they had to take care of it one way or another. So I thought that was something part of relationships or something. You dealing with a woman enough eventually, maybe that's something that you gonna have to do. And I was thinking, oh man, out of this, I can't believe this. And I end up we I talked her into going to do that. And then I realized before we did that, no, I don't want to do that. Let's not do that. But now damage is done, because now she want to do it, and I'm like, well, no, don't do that. I ain't gonna pay for it. Then I ain't gonna do this and that. Da, 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 da. Then that became another problem, and then in the end, I did drive her there. And then I remember, like, because I didn't know where it was or nothing, I wasn't gonna really look it up or do nothing. And I figured, well, if I don't do nothing, then and I don't pay for it, I guess it can't happen. But she ended up paying, and I shouldn't have drove and stuff, but we make our mistakes, and that was a big mistake. And it really hit home when I got there. And back then, there would still be people like in front with picket signs and stuff. I don't know if it still do that today, but I saw that. I'm like, oh snap. I'm reading the signs. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. What? I'm starting to realize. And then I'm like, man, you sure to do this? I don't think so. And you should do it. And I'm like, oh man, I guess I don't know. I guess that's her thing. I didn't want to no more, but anyway, I shouldn't even have drove and did that. But then I realized how real it was. Pick her up and all of that, and see what she going through. And I'm like, man, God, I ain't gonna never ever make this type of decision or do something like this again. I'm going to do whatever I can to try to make this up. Not that I don't know if you can or not. I'm repent and things of that nature, but I didn't really understand. Not that that's an excuse. I should have tried to get more understanding, but that in a way, I guess, made me really like want to be there and care and all that stuff. And then, she we I guess grew together, and then she was pregnant again, and my son and all of that, and try to be there and do all of these things or whatever. And you know, I end up making a lot of sacrifices to try to make the things work, move to a new place. Or why are these comments not loading on? Ah, okay. There you go. But yeah, man, you be trying to do the best you can for your kids and things, and realize it's a blessing in life. You never know what can happen. I wish I was older. I wish I was more mature. I wish I didn't make that mistake. But you try to do what you can and things. And my son, he all right. He doing what he can now. He about to be 21 years old. I mean 22 years old next month. But man, I don't know. Try to do what I can, and who knows why we in the situations we in. Maybe I'm in the situation I in, I deserve it. Who knows? But I don't sit there and try to blame myself. And of course there's plenty of people that did that, and they walk around and do whatever, and whatever. And I mean, I don't know. I don't got the answers to everything, of course, but I know that was something I wish I didn't do, for a lot of reasons. But then again, if I wouldn't have did that, who knows? Maybe he wouldn't be here, or maybe that would have been. I don't know how things work on that level, but I do know that I tried to do things for people and make things right down the line and things. And I probably wouldn't have done as much had that not happened. We may not have gotten as close if that not happened. Tried to help her with the job, tried to do this, tried to do that. Not to say trying to make up or do all of this or whatever. I mean, we both had our problems with that. And so, it is what it is. I'm not saying if a woman or a man had to do that or did that, they deserve, I don't know, anything. I don't know. But I did that, and then we did that, and I tried to make things right, whatever the case. Didn't work out, may have, may not have, for whatever reasons, but try to do things, live life. Then you realize as time go on, like, man, where did the time go? Like, maybe that would have been a good idea, the things and have. It's just, man, life, man. You look, and then you just, the time is up, man. Your time is up. Like, everything, everywhere you are, everything you do is just your thoughts, accumulation of your thoughts and action. And then your health is nothing more valuable than your health. And you know life passed by so fast in an instant. And you think you have time to correct or make up or fix or do things. Like Ray J, he just similar came out saying that he having heart problems and this and that. I mean, cocaine a hell of a drug, allegedly. But you know, that stuff does give you heart problems. I don't know what he do though, so I don't want to say that. But the point is, man, you think you can be doing things, and next thing you know, you made a bunch of mistakes or find yourself in situations you never thought you'd be in or whatever. I mean, my parents were a little older when I was coming up. I used to always say, I don't want to be older. I want to be there for my kid, and I'm going to do this and do that. Then I didn't decide I wanted any because I knew the world was crazy. I didn't have no money to protect them, do these things. It was going to be a struggle. Then I was like, you know what? No, I want to do that, do the right thing. It could be a lot to offer and give and things. Then you realize, man, you may have did the wrong thing or with the wrong people or offered things or something people don't appreciate. But, your heart in the right place. And, it just feels like, man, everybody is like, I don't know, man, use each other or take each other for granted at one time or another. I know I've taken things for granted, taken people for granted. I know I've been taken for granted, and used and things or whatever. And so, not to say because it happened to me, I'm gonna keep doing it or whatever. That ain't it. But I guess, what goes around come around. Like they say, look what happened with Jesus. So, who am I? If all these things that happen with him, and I'm so far away from being there. So definitely, But anyway, man, it just I was trying to do the right things or whatever. I realize there's nothing more valuable than your health. And I took that for granted. And then when that's taken from you, next thing your life. So like after being injured and things, I mean, I always kind of take that with a grain of salt. I mean, that's my fault. I wasn't wearing the seatbelt. I drove that person home, a coworker. No, I didn't try to hit on her or whatever, but I might have. Ain't gonna lie. I was being nice. It wasn't like every time I get somebody a ride, they better give me some, or I would only give a cute person a ride. But who knows, man? But I was just giving a ride. But that's my responsibility. With I drove down that street. I wasn't wearing the seatbelt. I chose that car. You know, it was my fault. It was my choice. And I didn't choose to crash out literally, but you know, it's like, man, I realized after that, because before that I was considering, because my girlfriend, the second one that I mentioned in these three, we had kind of reconnected like shortly before then. And I was thinking of, man, maybe we can finally make this right. And maybe I can, be with her. I got all my little hoeing ways out of me. And I actually stopped doing that when I was with my son's mother and my son was coming. I wasn't out there trying to be with a bunch of girls or something. I was a one woman man. But anyway, I thought, man, maybe this will be right. Maybe I can, because she had a daughter, I got the son. Maybe we can work this out, and who knows what the future holds and things. And turns out that who knows, man. I know one thing in my experience, women say they want a lot of things, but in the end, they love sex as much as men. I tell you, at all ages too. They just gotta like you. They say they don't like it. That's probably because they don't like you. But if they like you, boy, they won't blow that back out. But anyway, I know, not that I was Casanova or Pretty Ricky, but it was a different way of things before before the accident and after. Like after, it's a big not consideration for the most part. But that's good. I mean, like I say, I had already kind of gotten that out of my system anyway. So, but didn't want it forced out. You drink some more of this. Give me some 7-Up. I ain't had no 7-Up in a minute. Man, y'all been leaving some good comments. I'm gonna put up some. I don't want to lose my train of thought, but yeah, man. Well, Miguel, you say nothing is our fault, Jay, at least not all the time. I wish that was true, but I'm the type that believe everything is your fault. I do. Everything is your fault. Unless somebody made you, like physically got a gun to you or made you against your will. Because that means that it would be no free will. We're not responsible for our decisions we make. Now, maybe God knows the beginning or the end from the beginning and maybe knows what may happen or knows our nature, but we can still change. We still have free will. We still responsible for our actions. So I look at it as it's my fault, man. Yeah, we learn as we go, but as time goes, or as we go, so does time. And that's the problem, you know. And I know I've been rambling for a minute now already. It's a lot longer than I planned before I started to get to some topics. But the reason it seemed like not because everybody, I don't want to say everybody, but it seems this is a lot of people that that are fake out there or disingenuine or don't have responsibility or accountability or no character or integrity and those things, man. So my royal oats, yeah, I did. I planted some oats, that's for sure. But that's part of my culture. Like one of the roasts that we would roast, like I didn't do it at first. I used to get the roast, but they'd be like, "Oh, you ain't got no hoes, you ain't got no bitches. Oh, you gonna be a virgin forever. You ain't got no bitches, you ain't got no hoes." Now this is like in 8th grade, but like even in 7th, 8th grade, that's the type of stuff like older guys or whatever or other guys would say at that age. And as you got older, it just got more intense, So you felt like a loser if you didn't have no girls. You only got one girl, you feel like a lame. You only got one girl. That's the only one that like you. That's the only one you can find. There's only one person like your ass. So like it's a bad, I guess what people would say, toxic masculinity. But I guess it was like a player culture. I wouldn't say pimp because we wasn't trying to get money out of women. Excuse me. We wasn't necessarily trying to put them out there to work for us or nothing. And I wasn't sitting there lying, baby, you know I love you. You the one for me. Then get out of there and be like, hey, baby, you know I love you. You the one for me. Then leave. Hey, baby, you know I love you. You the one that we weren't doing that. But man, I need some more water. I ran out. But yeah, man, you having the sun kiss. Cheers. Hey, that's what's up. I got some sun kiss in the garage. But yeah, man, it was just, that's how I was growing up, which, is not good. But anyway, I think everything our fault, our responsibility, which the good thing is that means you got the power to change it. You got the power to stop. If it's not your fault, not your responsibility, then you can't do nothing about it. You can't make a change. You can't stop it. So that's the thing. That's why I believe everything is my responsibility because I don't like to be a victim. I don't like to be at the mercy of something else. other than God. But I mean, according to the Bible, we have free will. If that's the case, then why they eat the apple in the Garden of Eden then, you know? If he said don't do it, they would have never did it. But they did it anyway because, you know, anyway. I tried my best to try to make things or whatever, do what I could. And, you know, I make mistakes. I realize, man, you know, people are self-conscious and out for themselves, and it's just death by a thousand cuts. Dang, DeMarcus Vaughn, I see with the super chat, man. I appreciate you. Say, Jay, did you see the clips of Raising Canaan season 5 and P Valley season 3? Will you check out Moses the Black that dropped today? I didn't hear about Moses the Black. I did see a clip from Raising Canaan with Marvin getting arrested and walking out of there. You know. What up, Larry? How you feeling, man? B, what's good? You know. Yeah, man, you know, here's the deal, man. Because I've been talking longer than I thought anyway. Sometime I'll be wondering, like, what is this all for, you know? Like, it could have been over for me in that accident. And then I survive. And then sometimes I wonder for what? Like, not to say I'm about to do something to myself or nothing like that, because I'm not. That go against beliefs and things as well. But hey, I appreciate it, Cheryl. I do need some more water. Definitely do. But trying to let none leak out my eyes up in here. I told y'all, man, after so much, now it would be hard for me to shed a tear before. But as you get older, when we was talking about D-Mac on Force and his emotional scenes, I say when you're younger, it's kind of harder to tap into that. But as you get older, you done been through some things, boy. You can tap into some things, man, and it'll get real wet up in here. Not like the ladies like, but I sometimes wonder, like, man, what I go through all this for? I don't know, man. Like, for example, I say death by a thousand cuts in the sense that after being injured, that was one thing. But that home health aid, that stuff killed me damn near, man. It really, 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 wow, man. I ain't gonna go down every little thing, but it just seemed I never understood when people would say something is triggering or whatever. I didn't really get it, be honest, but it's like they do something or say something and it brings back all of that hurt or, you know, bad memories and stuff. For example, man, I just can't, I don't want to say I can't believe it, but I don't know what to say or do, man. But the last thing that happened is it's been this pregnant girl coming to help my dad because what a couple years ago, my dad called and asked if he could stay with me because he wasn't able to, you know, afford where he was at. They selling the building. He worried about this or that in California. I said, fine. That's been something else alone. That's been, oh my goodness. I mean, I don't want to go down that, but I mean, he coming to my house and I'm 45 years old. He talking about some, I need to tell him where I'm going and this or that. It's the right thing to do. Nigga, is you crazy? Anyway, that took a lot to get him to stop doing that. But and I don't want to go down and trigger all this other stupidness. But anyway, this pregnant girl been coming, which I've had pregnant girls come through, and oh my God. You try to be nice, you try to be considerate. They gotta work. You don't want to say this and that. But in the end, it's always some BS. It just always is. They don't want to do nothing. And I'm pregnant and I gotta do this and you got this and I gotta understand. Okay, just send somebody else. Go lay your pregnant ass down somewhere. Shit. Your big belly all dropped to the floor. Anyway, this girl, I don't get why people lie. I can't lie. You know that again, I hate saying this because I ain't no preacher or Bible thumper, but bearing false witness, that is something you shouldn't do. Like that is something that's written that people say all kind of things and written and whatever. I get it, but you don't lie on people, man. That's why even in the Constitution, which I mean, like George Carlin say, all this stuff is fake and made up, but that's why you're supposed to have a jury trial of your peers, or you're supposed to be able to face your accusers. Otherwise, people can say stuff about you behind your back and do whatever. And if you don't have the ability to face them and see what they saying and not saying and whatever, then people can lie and do whatever and manipulate and it's just horrible. And this woman dynamic versus men stuff is just horrible. It's horrible. Anyway, this girl been coming. It's always been something. Anyway, long story short, my dad, he got a spending problem. He spend way too much money on DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Walmart, like $400 a month, 500 sometimes, which is way too much for his budget. Anyway, I'm seeing them drop off some food from DoorDash or something, and they putting it outside on her by her car or something. Or first they put it on the porch the first time. Or no, it was by her car. Whatever, man. I don't be trying to. They put she had it put there. So I'm like, hey, you just order some stuff? I'm telling my dad, he like, no, I ain't order nothing. I say, well, they just had somebody come here and drop some stuff off. And she like, oh, that was me. I didn't have nothing. I ordered some food. I didn't have a chance to eat. I'm like, well, why you got him dropping it off on your car? It's cold outside. Why you doing that? She talking about, oh, well, I didn't want to be disrespectful. So I was just going to have it there. And then I was going to go and get the food and eat it. I'm like, what? You ain't got to go sneak and eat your food in the car. You can did you say something? If you said something, he said it's all right. Just open the door and get your food. You ain't gotta hide or whatever and do that. It ain't that deep. She was like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm so tired of the I didn't know. They don't know a damn thing. I mean, for real, this industry, they don't know a damn thing. Oh, you think you know everything. No, I just know you don't know a damn thing. I just know you don't know shit. That's all. What the hell wrong? Who does that? All you have to do, first of all, you only work 4 hours and you don't come until 1 o'clock. And this is another thing. So then after she said that, I'm like, oh, you ain't know. I'm like, it's all right. I'm like, what, you ain't got no food? You ain't had no chance to eat? Nah, I'm all right. I had another, I forgot what she said. But she's like, no, I didn't do this and that. You know how many girls come here that I done seen that's pregnant, or girls with kids, but they homeless, or they got boyfriends and they on the bus, or they ain't got this or can't do that. So, and then I mean, I don't want to go by what people done stole or did or da 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 da. But I've also helped people too. giving them rides or, some money for food or gas or whatever, whatever. Anyway, this girl gonna tell the office she don't want to come back. She don't feel comfortable because she asked, could she get some food? She asked my dad and he said, okay. And then I had came and made her feel bad, talking about you don't have no time to eat or you sneaking in the car or something, talking about, yeah, I would this is what the lady at the office, this girl is pregnant black. This is and she about 25 years old or so. And the lady at the office is white. And so she like, yeah, well, I'd feel some kind of way too if you said I was sneaking. What you call it? What you feeling some kind of way for? And she talking about, yeah, well, the way you come at people, she was uncomfortable. She thought she was kind of scared. The way I come at people, because I asked your ass, why you having them drop this food off at the thing? Why you ain't just ask him first? And then said she reversed it. I said she asked him first, and then I came in the he didn't know what the hell was going on, and neither did I. Which is why you was having it at your damn car. So then what? You could say you taking a break and then go eat in your car? Why? And then make it seem like I'm denying a pregnant woman some food. What? Why you lying? Why you lying? Talking about then you asked her, what, she don't have time to eat before she get here? Yeah, I might have brought her fat ass some food. What the hell? But because I asked her that, I killed her. And they be talking about some, well, she was nervous and this and that. What you think I'm about to do to this girl? For real. I'm gonna run her over, do a drive-by like Minnesota. For real. Like, what do they think this is? I'm about to shoot her, punch her in the belly, run over her food. I'm gonna run over her food like it was Eddie Murphy couch. Man, ain't nobody about to do nothing to her. If anything, she could leave. And then she talking about, well, I wouldn't make her come back if she didn't want to. I don't want her back. That's beside the point. I'm arguing with this woman on the phone for an hour about this dumbass girl feelings. And like I told her, we ain't got to go over no feelings. Like I've told them, I don't know how many times, I got cameras in my house, inside and out. I could have just sent you this footage and you could have saw it, whether she want to come back or not. You ain't lying on me. I don't like that. You're not lying on me. If you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that, fine. I could care less. But you ain't gonna lie and make up stuff and do what? To fit your narrative? I'm so sick of that, man. That's probably the worst thing about this situation is you got strangers in your house that don't want to do shit, that lie, steal, break shit. I found out why she don't want to come back, because when I tried to wash my clothes, it was a damn puddle full of water in the washing machine, and all the clothes she took out the washer was soaking wet and put it in the dryer. I had to have my friend come over here. We worked on the damn washing machine for hours to get it fixed. My microwave is broke. Didn't know until I tried to warm up something. It's like I gotta find out. It's like an Easter egg hunt. What's broke next? What I gotta fix next? What's missing next? And if I say something, oh, I'm the mad client, I'm the angry. Oh, but I'm a man. Well, they women, they feel certain way. So it's always what? This woman man dynamic is always what? They're in danger. They feel scared all the time. Bitch, I'm in a wheelchair. What the hell they afraid of now? They think I'm gonna beat them? I'm gonna shoot them? What the hell? Well, you are very direct. What I'm supposed to? I ain't trying to be their boyfriend. Hey, what's up, baby? Hey, let me say, you know, when you try to get some food, let me know, baby. I'll hook you up. Do this and that. Hey, girl, you ain't got no food. What? They grown. We at work. I ain't sitting here with no trying to be babe dating you and this and that. I'm asking you a simple question. And she talking about, well, and this is the lady on the phone at the office. Like, even going back and forth with them is the worst. Because I was actually leaving, and my father keep his door open all the damn time, loud as can be on speaker. So he complaining that ain't nobody showed up for 2 days. And she like, well, I mean, it is hard to find people. And let's be honest, is the climate there is difficult with Jay. I'm like, what? The climate there is difficult because of me. And I'm like, I can't make this. I mean, I hate saying can't make this up because you can. You people that made up Star Wars. But I'm like, look, I hear that. I come around and I'm like, hey, excuse me, but did I hear that you say people can't come because of the climate and because of me? I didn't say that. You could try to twist it around if you want, but that's literally word for word what she said. Then she tried to get up talking about I'm twisting it around and getting mad. I literally said, hey, excuse me, I'm about to leave, but did I hear you just say they ain't showing up because of me? It's my fault because of the climate and it. I didn't say that. You trying to do like she tried to say because I said that my tone or this or that. I simply was talking. I'm more upset and elevated now. Once I'm like, wait a minute, did I just hear you say, man? It just makes this feel like what's the point of this stuff, man? Sit here and be around like then you look at the world, the way the country going. Like I already was hoping this stuff didn't happen in my lifetime before. Now I'll be feeling like, man, what's the point, man? For real. What's it matter? For real. It's like this stuff don't matter, man. We watch shows and try to do stuff for distraction, so can go another day. But like people be working and we be broke trying to make it and just to be broke another day and try to do stuff. Who else? I get this. She's pregnant. Her hormones are all over the place. You probably not the only person to have an issue with her. I get it. I had a pregnant woman in my life. Why are you lying? How could you lie though? Like it's no excuse for that. It's no excuse for that, man. I gotta get appliances. You ain't lying, man. I done had to pay for so much stuff. I miss the days of just leaving to go to work and it was nobody in my house. And if I left something somewhere or whatever, I'd come back and everything was where I left it and that was it. Like I miss those times. Like most people, like after I got injured, people just pop up at my door, just walk in, all kind of stuff, man. Like I remember when people used to have to call first before they come. People didn't treat it like a warehouse or a workplace or you know what I'm saying, coming in with snow all over their damn feet. Just oh my God. It's just oh my God, man. I remember like if you came to my house, it's because you was invited and I know you. Then I probably know where you live. Now it's so many people that come. I don't know them. I don't know where they live. I don't know nothing about them. Let something happen to do something. The company ain't gonna give me their information. I can't go and do this or that. You know, I remember when I had to get my damn surgery, the second surgery. The damn girl stole all my pain medication while I'm recovering in bed. Like how who raised these people, man? And then I'm the one after I tell the company I'm the one got to file police reports and press charges and stuff while recovering from surgery and going through all this and that. And they won't give me a prescription refill and this and that. And I had to go to, and then what? Because she was white, she gonna say was I wanted to be with her, and she didn't want me, and then what? That's the end of the case. The cops, they bought that. I'm like, hell no. That ain't nothing. What hell? I'm like trying to go, man. Oh my God. The glazing for the woman, this and that. Don Lemon, yeah, the Don Lemon got arrested. I mean, man, I'm gonna get into that. I did talk longer than I planned on this other stuff, but I get it on why, like, even with Don, like, man, all this stuff is fake. It's made up. There's no point. It seemed like the Constitution, like, they could just do what they want to people. They'll shoot you if you're an American citizen, deport you, do whatever, take you, arrest you. People steal, lie. Everybody want a foodie call, or, what have you done for me lately? For people that do have good, genuine relationships, that's a blessing, man. It really is. Because there's so many people out here that are, like you say, they're just frustrated, man. Everybody out for themselves, man. It's sad, man. It really is. And people is like so quick to sell out. Like being a sellout, that's like you calling me a bitch or something, or even worse in a way, or like how Corey Holcomb got mad at Anton Daniels talking about I'm sucking on the PP. That's how I would have felt if somebody called me a sellout. But look at Nicki Minaj or people like they make all this stuff like it's normal. That's the problem, though. Also with elevating the worst of the population and giving them status. And what I mean by the worst is they're not the most educated or the most literate. She don't even have a bad vocabulary for what she talking about. She said to Charlie Kirk's wife, which this is all another thing, but that JD Vance was an assassin, which, man, that might have been a slip up. But I mean, it's just, if you have any integrity or dignity, it make you feel like a fool sometime, man. You know. Yeah, I got cameras, but let me tell you something. I never in my life thought I would put cameras in my house or live in the house with that, or I'd have to live like that. Like, I hate that. I hate having to do that, man. But I also ain't gonna be a victim. You're gonna be sitting here doing this. Cause then the worst part of the cameras is I'll be telling them and they be like, nah, you don't have to send it. Well, why you believe in that? Well, we don't believe it, but she did say. I've been in management all my life for the most part. Since 18, most of my job's been in management. You could be my worker, but you can't lie to me. I wouldn't just accept that. And I know they got a lot that they dealing with and this and that, and everybody just trying to get through their day and clock out. But that's where it's a problem if you care about who you are. And it ain't, oh, I don't want this to get on the internet. Man, it ain't that. Just the fact that I know and you know that you lying is enough for me. Nobody else ever got to know. But I just don't like that, man. You know. And Cheryl, you are right, sis. You said you have to let go and let God. That is true. Because he say, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. That is true. You say, don't let others steal your peace. They are not worth it. That is true. But the problem is, that's why I say this is worse than the injury because I don't have anywhere to go, really. When they do this in your house, like for a man, that's our castle. Men, women, y'all want to be a boss bitch and a queen and all that. A man, we the king of our castle, our house. That's it. That's good enough for me. I ain't got to be the king of New York, Chicago, Frank White. I ain't got to be this or that. But I do want to come home and have my peace. And whether it's a unruly wife or the people, basically strangers that come and don't do this or that, or da 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 da. It's hard. It is hard. Like, when I come in through my garage, I see my washer and dryer, and then I'm like, this bitch. This bitch. I damn to drink this whole bottle. And then, man, as you get older, man, your health and stuff, health is deteriorating, man. I never knew. Like, my teeth were pretty good just a few years ago, and now they say I'm getting bone loss in my jaw and things, and I'm like, oh no, now I'm gonna get some implants or something. And that's a lot of money and things. I'm just like, man, what in the world? Anyway, I don't like to cry and complain about a bunch of stuff, but that's the gist of it all, man. Life is short. We do want to make the most of it. No, I don't go and get revenge on people, although I have wanted to. But like another quick story, a lot of the friends I grew up with that I would have did anything for, I thought had my back, and I had them. We partners to the end. A lot of them had something to do with or did know and didn't say about when I was 18, broke into my house and robbed me and my parents. I had just got a little money, had a PlayStation 1, nice Sony stereo. They robbed, took all of that, took all my mama jewelry, my father's stuff. And these are people that been in my house for sleepovers, ate at their barbecues. I don't know how many barbecues, all kind of stuff. And that's what they did. And then nobody come like, hey man, such and such, or hey man, they did that. Nobody. And I did want to go and do some things, but I didn't. You know, my mom kind of slowed me down and stuff. But long story short, like you say, vengeance is the Lord's. And it seemed like every one of them, something happened to their parents, either both or one of. And so, you know, I'm not going to say that was for me, the Lord, but it is crazy that both of mine are still here, as crazy and wild as they are and was. And but they did show love to everybody on that block. Everybody ate at our house, slept over, did this, did that. Can't say the same for everybody else. Everybody else didn't have barbecues and parties, and all the kids and everybody was invited, you know. And so, anyway, a lot of them, a lot of their parents ain't here no more, you know. And who knows, man? Like to say, the Lord work in mysterious ways. But I'm gonna get to some of these comments, you know. But man, I just feel like, man, we just headed down. I just think what happened with the economy, with what Trump did, and how the world is treating us, the dollar's gonna collapse. China's getting rid of all the dollars, which means that it's gonna take a wheelbarrow of dollars to get a loaf of bread up in this piece pretty soon. I can't run away, literally. I'll be, yeah, man, fuck it. It's over. I'm just ready for the Lord to come back. Hopefully I repent and can make it up for all my misgivings and things, and give me a new body or something, because it's over with. It really is. Try to make the most of it. Like I say, ain't gonna do nothing to myself or nothing like that. But you know, and Ray J, I'm gonna get to these last comments and then we can get into stuff. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put this link in here. Not in my, but Ray J he realizing how short life is and the error of his ways. And it's just sad that we take everything for granted. Number one, our health, until it's not there no more. And then you realize what in the world. DeMarcus Vaughn, I'm gonna have to see that. I never heard of that. Moses the Black movie. Like, be honest, a lot of joy was taken from me. I still try to make the most I can, joke, play. Y'all know what I do, but when you can't, I don't know, man. It's like it's just kind of hard on some of these things. Just to like, I might still go tomorrow because Godfrey is at the comedy club, so I wanted to go and hang out, check out his set, see what's up. I still like comedy and things, but man, it just when you don't like one of the things with Obama was he was pushing hope and change. And that's some powerful things, man. If you got hope in life and a possibility for change for the better, that's a promising future. But when it don't seem like it's much hope and much change, and then like it seemed like a lot of people are transactional, like uh to these comments or whatever. But like my mom, like I ain't been to my mom house since the year 2000. And she's still alive, but I ain't been to my mom's house since the year 2000. And partly because she live in another country, so it ain't like I've been like refusing, but it's not as easy. But I've seen since that time period all kind of people from all kind of people go there and posting pictures and this and that. And whether it's been before, because I've been injured since 2011, so it's 15 years. But whether it's before this last 15 years or, you know, since, ain't nobody asked, hey, you want to go? Or hey, you want us to help? Or hey, you want to do? Ain't nobody gave a damn. Nobody asked, ain't nobody cared, nothing, but they plopping their asses down doing all this and that. I mean, it's just wild, man. Wow, wow, wow. And then when I'm about to do things, people look at me like, really? Oh my goodness. Anyway, who else? Yeah, I saw that video of Corey Holcomb punching that female comedian. I can't remember her name right now. Whether he did or not, I ain't never wanted, especially at that age. I could see if you a teenager, you still ain't really functioning properly, but as grown as that to do that, I could never do that because for one, a woman gonna reverse it and say you weak. Look at this weak ass. You tried to punch me, beat me up because I wouldn't give you no coochie. Girl, please. The best way to win in that is to ignore it and act like it didn't phase you. But punching her, and from what she said, he was what, trying to give her a hotel room or something, and this and that, and he married or this or that didn't work. Who knows? It's messy, but you ain't gotta be reaching to be punching no women and stuff, man. Especially in your 40s and 50s. Like, I'm good. You that's the thing that pissed me off with these damn people acting like I'm gonna do something. Girl, you wish. You wish I'm about to have some home health aid up in here. I'm trying to do something. Girl, please. For real. Is you crazy? We ain't in no relationship. I don't want you. Even if we was in a relationship, we just break up. I ain't about to go to jail for you. Really? I'm gonna be honest. I ain't met nothing that good that I'm ready to go to jail because they won't give me none. If that was my kids or mother or wife and we together, I would go to jail fighting to defend them. but I wouldn't go to jail beating her up. Not even the jail part, because he ain't go to jail. I just, man, I couldn't even do that. That's you making me something I'm not. You know, that it's no win in that anyway. Because what if you beat them up? Well, what you gonna say? You a man beating up a woman, and if you get beat up by them, that's even worse. So, and best to leave that alone. Walk off, act like it didn't phase you. That'll really kill him. That's worse than any punch. Encouraging warrior, what's good, mama?
Hello, my dear brother Noopsy.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah,
Now,
I agree. I agree with you what you just said, and to piggyback what you just said, that's the worst title to have when you in prison. You're a woman beater, or you're somebody that like to mess with kids and stuff like that, or elderly
that's
people. Yeah,
yeah.
you got a target on your back.
Mhm.
They already got you. As soon as you come into the admissions, they already plotting on you already when you come through the door. So
Yeah,
you better get ready. You
I
better
know.
you better get some protection.
For real, especially if you're messing with the kids.
For
Yeah.
real, man. But you
But them
know
type
what?
of dudes don't fight a man either. Like he was quick to do that, but then he ain't fight Anton Daniels, which I don't think Anton Daniels and him should have fought either. After you, man, I don't think grown men should be fighting. To be honest with you,
I'm telling you, this is such a bad look, man. This could have been a really healthy discussion about issues that are plaguing the black community as a whole. But instead, y'all two can't even put y'all petty differences to the side and talk about the bigger picture.
Mhm.
Y'all so busy having this, can I say this word, dick swinging contest? You so busy doing that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. Like, this
Mhm.
is not the time for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yes, think things could have been handled a little bit more differently. You know what I'm saying? And I feel so sorry for the girl, the Asian girl, whatever her name is. She was all sitting in the middle, standing in the
Oh,
middle, and then he comes talking about, oh, you're not supposed to be standing in front and in the middle with two men.
that's true
Which
though,
which is true. I mean,
right?
shoot,
Because
you wouldn't be seeing me standing in the middle.
right, because if some furniture started moving, she might have got hurt. But yeah, man, that whole thing. Anton, what he said was out of pocket. He say he from Detroit, this and that. I don't know, but you don't accuse another man of. And then he talk about you suck the dingaling of black folks.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really disrespectful to say.
Yeah, that was. I mean, you could say you ride for your people or you on the jock. You be on they jock. I am whatever. You sucking the dick. Wait a minute. Hold on, man.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. We
Corey,
getting way below the belt now.
or exactly below the belt. Exactly. Exactly. But when Corey switched seats and said, say I do it again, Antoine just got up and said, let's go outside. He didn't say it.
See, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have even had to get to that point. He already had said it. He
But
already put it out there in the universe, so you already know how he feel about you. So what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna get up as a man and do what you got to do and defend your manhood? Or are you gonna let this man disrespect you on national internet, on Beyonce's internet? Are you gonna let that happen?
national internet.
Mm.
Hey, but did you see Anton Daniels' interview with Fleece Johnson, the booty warrior? The booty
Nah,
warrior.
I was not. Look, my mind is not capable of trying to watch an interview like that. I could
Well,
just imagine what he was saying.
well, Fleece Johnson, for those who don't know, remember back when they did that prison interview and that guy was in prison talking about he liked to toss salad and
Yes, with
he
the
said,
jelly and all that. Yes.
yeah, jelly. Well, he an old man now and he's out of prison. And Anton Daniels interviewed him shortly after the Corey Holcomb thing. And he said, he basically told Anton Daniels, you cute. Yeah, if I wanted to get it from you, what would you do? You wouldn't say no. And Anton Daniels is giggling and laughing. What you mean? Dude, you just said you gonna straight up split my cheeks, man. And what would I
Oh,
do?
yeah, torso salad.
I'd be like, dude, you'd have been tossing a dead man salad if that's the case, because either I'm dying or your ass is dying. What the hell? You
Oh,
like
hell
spoiled
no.
salad? Yeah, this lettuce is gonna be wilted if you toss this much, like straight up. One of us dying. This is a rage in the cage. Royal Rumble, Hell in the Cell. All of that combined, dude. What? I ain't gonna be. I'm cute. What you mean? I'm cute. And then dude didn't laugh. He like,
And this is the thing, like to the LGBTQ community. Look, you know who to do that shit to, and who you not supposed to do that shit. You know, it's a certain energy that they give off. You know what I'm saying? And come on, if you see the man, you know what I'm saying, telling you, like, okay, he told you once, okay, look, I don't swing that way, so I'm telling you respectfully, can you please stop making your advances towards me, or whatever the case may be. But then after that point, and they still want to keep pursuing and keep trying to, you like, push the button and push the envelope and trying to basically force feed you, like, no, that's when you're starting to get disrespectful. You know what
for
I'm saying?
real.
I shouldn't have to tell you more than one time.
He was coming at him like a woman, man.
Well, he knows his audience. Antoine Daniels, he knows his audience, so he was boxed in. So he
What's
had
his
to watch
audience?
he had to
They,
watch his response because he knows certain that group could be watching him. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that could be a lot. That could be a major part of his audience. He may know that.
but
He
here's
may
the
be he
problem.
may be weary of that subject anyway. So he didn't want to go a certain way with it.
That's true. I get that, but here's the problem with that. I think that's the problem with that to me is he was talking about taking it from him.
Hmm.
So that ain't cool with no group. If they was straight, bent, whatever, you ain't taking it.
You
You
ain't
ain't
taking
taking
a
it.
damn thing without
Nah,
no fight. Without no
nah,
fight.
for real. That's like me saying, yeah, I'm encouraging warrior. You know, you cute. If I was to say that and come up onto you, what would you do? You gonna stop me? Like, if you didn't want to, yeah.
I
Like,
mean, look, at the end of the day, we two adults, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's about consent. Now if you can tell, if I'm giving you consent, it's a certain way that I'm energy that I'm gonna give off to you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in a positive way. Now, if it's gonna be in a negative way, then I'm gonna be having my arms crossed, my face probably gonna be turned up. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain energy. But some people just don't know how to read the room. That's what it is. And they just want to go ahead and try to be forcing themselves onto you. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you feel about it, and that's not cool.
And,
mhm.
and refer to Cameron. Cameron had Adrian Bronner on his podcast, and
What that?
Adrian Bronner kept hitting on his co-host. Cameron paid Adrian Bronner. I think he paid him $5,000 up front. Told him adios, out of here. He's
Is
like, man, I
Cameron
just
got a relationship with his co-host?
no. It's just his co-host. His co-host was a woman, and he knows his co-host man. You know what I'm saying? He got respect for his co-host man,
Ah, okay.
and he could have been the co-host significant other could have been in the studio, and Cameron could have been reading the room. He was like, "Bruh, I told you stop doing that. I told you more than once to stop doing that. Here, here, take this and go home." He's like, "Man, I'm just playing." He's like, "No, bro, it's cool, it's cool. Just go home." He,
Mm,
he just gave me this $5,000 and he went on. And come on, was like, let's move on to this here.
that's the problem with some of these combat fighters is that they too aggressive and you know I guess they kind of feel like they can do that, and who gonna do? Ain't that's what happened with Tank Davis. Like I didn't really hear too much about it, but he was on the run or something, wasn't he?
Mm.
Shoot, $5,000. Shit, that ain't nothing but some play money to Cameron. Like you saw how he wasn't playing it full. That ain't nothing but he talking about. Hey, look, I ain't got time to be paying your little paper bag games.
Hey, for real. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man?
You're doing good.
That's what's up, man.
Hey, Steven.
What's up, Encourage Warrior? Try to see y'all up on a Friday giving opinions out. Shoot, that's how you know how we do it over here.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to make it do what it do, you know?
Yeah, I was talking earlier. I wasn't trying to be depressing and sad, but I mean, I do kind of feel like that is true. It feel like, man, we in the superficial world, and it just seems like it's getting worse. Like I don't feel like we here to work and then go home. You know what I mean? Like, is that it or what? Buy stuff. And,
I mean, it's like anyway where you go, you look at these. We just in a messed up world right now because you seen they had arrest Don Lemon today when I had woke up a journalist because I remember you was talking about that Ku Klux Klan's act because Don Lemon was in the church house interviewing with the pastor.
Mm-hmm. What y'all think about that?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying, man. With all the stuff that's panning out that we're seeing before our eyes on the mainstream media, this should let y'all know this is a wake-up call that we need to get our shit in order. We need to get it together, you know what I'm saying, by any means necessary. Because you see how these people out here, out in the streets, you know what I'm saying? You see how it is in Minnesota, and that's just one state. So imagine if it was like, all the other states around the states that was going on just like that.
Yeah, look what they doing. They sending the ISIS out of Minnesota and sending them to Ohio down there with them. I know it's black folks and white folks live. That's what they doing because these Republicans is scared to death that they gonna get wiped out in November at the ballot box. And Trump say if the Democrats lose, win the midterms in the Senate this year, Trump say they gonna end up impeaching me out of office. And he knows it.
Oh well. I mean, hey, they already see what his approval rate is.
Yeah, because his numbers is going down the drain.
My problem with this is, are we gonna make it to November? It's just about to be February.
You said, are we gonna make it?
Yeah, we just started January. That's 10 months, man.
For real, yo, so much stuff is going on. And then on the top of that, you know we got 3 more years of this soap opera. So, you know what I'm saying? Like we got till 2028. God knows what's gonna happen between that time.
Yeah, because the Trump administration, they don't have no morals, backbone, standard principles, and they don't have no equity and no equality. Because they already trying to take away people healthcare insurance, food going up, electricity bills going up.
And the Democrats, they be acting all scary and shit, like they ain't got no kind of backbone. I'm like, come on, you see all this stuff going on, like do something.
Chuck Schumer, that's he's sorry, man. He ain't bill for this fight because he's taking money from his donors in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And he should retire like Nancy Pelosi.
No, he's taking it from old Izzy. And y'all know that's the country I'm talking about.
Yeah, and the Democrat Party is not trusting Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, look what happened with TikTok.
I was right on TikTok, and every video that I was sitting there trying to post, it was not getting any kind of views at all. And that's strange because I got a lot of followers, so I usually get a couple hundred views right off the bat as soon as I post something on TikTok. But then all of a sudden it happened around like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just something just clicked over, and then like TikTok wouldn't load no videos, no posters, no nothing. Mm-hmm. It just went blacked out.
Well, Izzy owns it now. They got control of it, and basically, Nettie, the one that run it, Big Nettie, Frank Nitty. That's Frank Nitty. Yeah, that's Frank
A
Nitty.
maggot Republican.
Yeah, Frank Nitty over there. He was saying they got a new war they waging, and it's on social media. And that's the thing, man, where I say a sellout. Don't you know if I decide to start talking good about that and stuff, they'll be giving me like $10,000 a thing and 20,000. I can make a lot of money. They'll start giving me a lot of money. Hell, I might be at the White House with little Nicki Minaj and all of them, man.
Oh hell no, man!
I do not want to be like Nicki Minaj, man, because she went on Twitter, man, and said Don Lemon should be arrested, and she was the one started all that shit.
Exactly.
Man,
and then she started showing that stupid old gold card or whatever, talking about some kind of permanent
garbage. And you had to pay. I think you had to pay money for that. But there's the thing, you showing something that you didn't even need last year. It wasn't even in existence.
No.
Don't that she too dumb though to realize that. You thinking it's a flex that you need something you ain't needed since you been here. How long she been in this country? She ain't needed it then, but now you do, and that's who you support, the one that's making you get shit you didn't need.
Yeah, right. Putting money in his pocket, basically.
I mean, that's all these billionaires either much care about money. They don't give a damn about the American people if they need food, about if they health care insurance, and they need to provide for their family, and they need to work 2 days, 2 or 3 jobs to live. They don't. The billionaires don't give a damn about that.
It's about to get worse too, because Trump said he was happy to see the dollar go down in value. We can buy more stuff.
Then he gonna have the nerve to turn around and sue the IRS for $10 billion.
I don't know why I made that face. I ain't hear that, but I don't know why.
Yeah, he's suing the IRS for $10 billion because he mad because they had released his tax returns. Like, wow. And I swear, if he wins that case, man, I'm telling you, this man is just making a freaking the White House into his own personal ATM machine.
Speaking of Trump and Nettie, Dr. Umar Johnson was saying that they had a world meeting, right? They said Umar Johnson said that Trump was in there pulling out Netanyahu's seat, sitting down, pushing it in. Umar Johnson asks, have you ever seen Trump act that way towards anybody, world leader or not? He was kowtowing to Nettie.
Did y'all hear about the new Epstein drop today?
The Epstein files released.
Yeah,
today.
Well, I'm saying, did you hear about what Trumpy Dumpty? They said it was a 13-year-old allegedly that was giving him some his head, Hetty Murphy, and then she allegedly bit it and he smacked her.
What?
They said Bill Gates got an STD from one of the Russian hookers or whatever, and his wife found out or gave it to her or something, and that's what sparked the divorce.
I'm telling you, man.
Where
did they get the tapes from? Where did they get all this evidence from?
There was cameras in his house in every room.
Okay.
At every location, at every house, at the mansion, at the island. He recorded and had cameras and pictures. They showed a room in his house, and it was like a damn, you would thought he was like at Target or something. Like when you go into the surveillance room, how they got all the cameras and stuff. He had like 6 or 7 monitors in there. And they had so much wiring to go in there and stuff.
Umar Johnson touched on him too. He was saying Epstein was sent here by Izzy to straight the elite and get evidence on them.
True.
So I mean, that's what Umar Johnson was touching on in that same interview when he said that Trump pulled out Nettie's seat and was cowed down kowtowing to him. They
Yeah,
said Epstein was planted to do that. And
and
really
that's just Trump
Epstein
to all of our powerful and influential people.
doesn't have any criteria to be the
None.
person he was.
Yep.
He was supposed to be some kind of financial guru, had all this, that, and the other, but he didn't have an education. He
Nope.
didn't have a work history,
Nope.
but he had all this stuff. He had
And his
access to all
investments
these
was
things.
bad.
Say it again, I missed it.
His investments were bad.
Mm.
His advice was bad. All his money came from Wexner. And Wexner is the CEO or the creator, the founder of Victoria's Secret. And he became his power of attorney, and he was worth multiple billions. And so then after he became the power attorney, why would you give him power attorney over your empire?
So it was Wexner's power of attorney.
Yes.
Okay.
I think, yeah, Les Wexner, I think is his full name. I got videos on. I'm going to put y'all on this one channel. This dude does a great job. Young guy, too. He goes through every damn picture of the Epstein stuff, and you can see, Epi, man, that mansion, those rooms look like a lot of kids' rooms. Like you would think with that it's lavishly decorated or it's this or that. They'd be having like twin beds and stuff with like a green paint on the wall or something. It's like cheaply decorated. And that building, that the mansion that's in New York, the largest personal red private, it used to be a school. So it's got a lot of rooms and stuff that look like a dormitory or something. It's
Yeah,
not like lavish and things, and
but I
very,
mean,
very Spartanly decorated, I guess. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell y'all to pull up his thing and put it here. But before I do, well, I
but a
got
dude like him that's supposedly a world traveler, he really wouldn't be living in one place. So why would you decorate one place if you barely there? And you just got
well,
multiple places you everywhere. I think that dang island where he was at would be outfitted.
it's you. I'm gonna get that now so y'all can see what I'm talking about because he got the videos and that too. Some parts is and some parts ain't. It's like he left stuff like he didn't care about them. You know what I'm saying? So wherever they would stay, the party favors, it was barely decorated. It's like, yeah, that's for you to go sleep and nothing else. It wasn't like a TV in the room. I mean, like, oh my goodness. So, and that's whether it was at the island or whatever. No matter where it was, the parts where they would be is barely there. It's barely gave a damn about. There's a bed, a little bit of paint on the wall. That's it.
And really, I mean, a guy like him, I assume he have a place in a country with no extradition, and that be where he would flee to and
He
where he would
did.
be comfortable.
Well, he did. He got tricked. So, well, first, I don't know how many people know enough about this, but I've looked into. I'm about to get this dude so y'all can see his thing. But the thing is, he had a sweetheart deal in Florida where once he got busted, who gets this after you've been busted and accused and the people still alive testifying? They This is like, I think Acosta, Alex Acosta, I think Trump made him like a high up lawyer right now. But anyway, he was gonna prosecute him, and then he was told that he was intelligence for somebody. So he had it where he had to be locked up for 12 hours a day, and he got to leave during the day. So he had to be there at night or something. It's like house
Oh,
arrest
Epstein.
for jail. Did you all hear about that?
Epstein, yeah, I heard that about him.
Yeah. So how you get to leave and come back? And so that was the first thing. So he figured if he ever did get something, it'd be something slap on the wrist because he went to his home state of Izzy. And plus, if you see this with this, his name is Conspiracy Files is the channel. But what you'll see is he had IDF sweat clothes and t-shirts. Who has that? Like
IDF.
the Defense Force, Izzy's Defense Force.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
name of their military.
Okay.
Yeah. And so how would you have that? Like that ain't something that's sold in stores. You
So
know,
he could have had diplomatic immunity and things like that. Those are things that we don't know, but he could have had that.
well, that's the thing. He basically did. And they told that prosecutor, he got this, don't do that. And he working for them, some intelligence. And so that's why they went easy on him, allegedly. And because he was at Big Izzy and he came back. Now, if you know anything about, and then that's when they arrested him, and then he went in there, and then, of course, he checked himself out the game of life, allegedly. But if you all have followed this, a lot of people that are allegedly messing with the little ones, they can go back to Big Izzy, and nobody does nothing to them. They just don't
Yeah,
come back, and they won't extradite them. And the
yeah,
U.S. doesn't force them to be extradited either, as
hmm
long as they are a citizen over there.
yeah.
Look at this, man.
I don't know if y'all remember, but years ago, it was a Russian diplomat. He was drunk driving and he killed somebody in Washington. He went
Wow.
back to Russia. He went back to Russia, and they never bothered him about it again. Diplomatic community.
Yep. Hey, man, I learned about that from Lethal Weapon.
I
Diplomatic
know.
immunity.
I was just thinking that, Jay. Stop reading my mind.
Ah, it's just
Mel Gibson was mad as hell.
no, he shot his ass up, didn't he? Look at this, man. This dude goes over some stuff. I'm about to show y'all. And shout out to this man because he actually is doing work that I don't have time and most of us don't have time or want to do. Ah, man, it ain't even showing the screen. Ain't that a blip? But I'm about to put it up here again. Let's see. And I'm putting the link in here, man, in the comments. But let me see. It's it was allegedly in one of these texts or whatever that some girl uncle gave an abortion basically on a yacht and then threw the baby overboard.
What?
I know, man. I mean, it makes me not feel so bad about some of my decisions, but let me show y'all. Oh, this ain't even the one to show every little thing. Hold on, man. I want to show y'all the one that's going over the pictures. But yeah, man, he's probably done more work on this subject than anybody I come across as far as showing all the pictures and everything and all of that. I mean, and he go into some lot of stuff. Yeah, man, he got pictures at Disneyland. He used to go to Disneyland all the time with them. I mean, this stuff is so weird, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. Imagine him at Disneyland and people walking around with the kid. Let me show y'all some of these rooms and stuff, man. And the pictures and the weirdo stuff up in here, man. It's just a lot of weirdo stuff, man. Is it still all right? Good. All right, let's see. Look at that. That's that picture of Bill Clinton. And the way they decorate, it don't even make sense. Like you would put that big old picture on a wall this big. It'd be like in a little walkway room. Like it don't even fit where it be sometimes, some of this stuff. It's like they got horrible decorations. Look at this, they're gonna show like that's at the stairs. And it's so much blue and stuff. That's kind of cool, I guess, for have that on your staircase. But like it's a lot of stuff that's just weird and out of place. Like, what is this here? Look, what is this?
Also see this throughout all that.
Like, what is that, man? They got some weird stuff. I think this is look at all these hard drives and data disks and stuff. And there's so much more. Look at this. He got always all look. This is moving fast. I forgot. I watched stuff. I watched stuff at 1.25 speed. How you turn this down? Oh, this on normal speed. Look, he got so many pictures of young ladies, and they tried to redact a lot of stuff. But I'm telling you, he got on the island. He got a room that's like a dentist office, but it's got all kind of masks of people all over it on the walls and stuff. Look, he got a picture that blown up with him with a little shorty. She probably 16, 15.
Some of them you can tell they're children, like legit children, 8 to 15, 8 to 14. And I know children goes all the way up to 18. I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's like you can tell when it's like a child versus a teenager.
They'll be sitting on his
totally
lap.
Different stature and kind of like height. This is a little more unclear, but clearly it's him with a very young girl, and knowing that he was sex trafficking these young girls, not good, not a good look.
He had a safe, and inside the safe was
now,
a
this
bunch
one I
of
found
discs.
to be very interesting. So here, this appears to be that same victim from another angle. It looks like
Yeah, look at this. This inside his
little
drawer.
bit.
Look, inside his drawer, he had pictures of Trump, Clinton, all kind of people just inside his drawer.
Down here, you've got some random people, some photo albums with Epstein. But then what's interesting is you got
Look
this
at that.
huge printed pic of Trump, Melania, Epstein,
Look
and
at that.
Ghislaine, which we all know. We've seen that a million times. But then down here, you've got another picture of Trump with models. I don't know who these women are. I don't know if this is at a runway show, if this is at Trump's beauty pageant, but very, once again, interesting that Epstein had this actually printed out.
Here's one of the
in
bedrooms.
his house.
Tell me what you
And
think
as you can
about
see,
this.
it's also information about who those are. But I'd be keen to find out what Karina was being given or sent and why Daphne was the one sending it to him. So here's, this is really particularly disturbing and troubling to me. So here's another bedroom in Epstein's house. To me, I want you guys to look at this and tell me what does this scream to you? To me, this looks like a teenager's bedroom in the late 2000s, 2010s. Bright pink, lots of color. It looks like something for a child. It looks like, just obviously this is not like luxurious.
He don't have kids, and he a single man. Like, I don't have bedrooms in my house. He can afford to paint whatever he wants. There's no pictures on the wall. There's no TV. There's nothing.
It's just basic.
It's basic. That's why I say, and all of the rooms that like what they would probably be in are basic. And then if you see rooms that he's in, it's different. It's decorated different. I'm not gonna say I like the taste, but you could tell
adult theming.
He cared more about
really,
them.
It's just so sparse in places, which is what is so trippy to me. Is like even here, like what I was saying before, like the lack of anything on the walls is just eerie and haunting. So this looks like a teenager's bedroom, which is disturbing enough. But then you flip it, on the other side of the wall.
Look at that.
Is this now? This image
of kids
could be depicting anything. I mean, I don't know this work of art. This might be a famous work of art. If someone once again could clarify, that would be great.
So yeah, the picture on this one.
Keep in mind, this looks like it's in like a teen's bedroom on a pink wall. And so, in my opinion, this looks like an image of a nude child with an erection. Is what it looks. This figure looks to be very short, especially compared to the body length of like someone like this. It looks to be an adult, maybe like alien creature. I don't know. And this naked woman seems to be looking longingly at this child with the erection, staring at him with desire.
Look at this. They got
next product. Yeah, I don't know what these are. These might be, they look like rubber bands, but maybe ponytails disturbingly or condom something. I don't know. Bunch of
he got vibrators all over the house, in the bathroom, in the bedroom.
I don't know what this stuff is.
He's just a diddler.
Yeah, diddy doo doo.
Also, here's another bigger shot. You can see these toys like the ball and chain we just talked about. Tons more massage products. Here's another ball. I don't know what this is, but it looks similar to the one that's on Epstein's stairs Once again, if someone knows what this is and could provide me with some clarity, that would be great. And then, yeah, here's a wider shot of the massage room. Oh, I didn't notice that these were like two different versions of the same young girl.
This in his massage room.
And another nude pic. This one I'm assuming is topless. This might be the other one. If they censored this, I think this is that other picture. I'd have to go back and look, but if so, weird that they censored this
massage room
groin area on the other pic and didn't do it here. And then clearly another, and this is weird. I mean, this is very strange.
They censored the picture.
Why did they censor the face on the painting? You know what I mean?
That's it. It must be a real person.
This is clearly a painting, and yet they censored the face, and there are other images where this isn't censored. It makes no sense to me. Also,
they go another bedroom right quick.
Looking through all this stuff.
I'm put the link. Y'all can follow and check more. But this is he got the one of the island, all kind of stuff.
Also display them. You'll see in a lot of pictures.
He went through a lot of this
stuff prominently. There's a really creepy one that we're going to get to. I don't know where it is in here. Oh, this one's disturbing as well.
Look at this room.
So when I was going through these pictures,
this got a TV.
Once again, what comes to mind when you see this right here? I'll ask you guys online. This to me looks like a child's room. It's bright purple.
He could be exaggerating, but if you looked at this whole thing, these rooms look definitely different than the other rooms. So I don't know. Anyway, this stuff is really out there, man. It just, man, that's what I say. It looked like, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say they're gonna win or whatever, but dang, man, it's bad out here. I'm gonna change the subject though. So people been getting flew out lately. That's something I guess happened after my time. Although I have had people take the bus out. They take the bus out and get bussed down, maybe, but no, I ain't never had nobody getting flew out. But couple of things that I've although I may have been able to, I just, you know,
we have got to the point where literally
whoops. All right, well, here's a video I came across about this that it was shocking to me. Now, a couple things. One, this woman is mad because she paid to fly a dude out, and this dude, and she mad because she wanted some ding-a-ling and he didn't want to give her no ding-a-ling, talking about, I just wanted to talk.
Well, how many times have women done that to men?
But I wouldn't fly out to do that, though.
Like I said, having women done that, and men then told them, I'm taking you back to the airport.
Nah, that's
I
true.
swear, man, life is too short to be wasting people's time, yo.
And money. And
for real.
Like, she wanted that ding-a-ling and he wouldn't give her none. And they recording. Then it's another one where this man come and the girl is embarrassed because her house is a mess. And he like, your bed on the floor, it's a mess. And it was. But the problem I got with him is he already smashed. And it's the next day and he putting her on blast. Like, what?
This is crazy.
Well, shoot, if you paying for the folks to fly out, you need to feed them, do whatever, and make your intentions known, because they're,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You might end up fighting with somebody.
I agree. Like when I did have somebody take the bus out, hey, you gonna get bussed down. You know that, right? Don't think you come in there what, sleep on the couch or what, sleep next? Is you crazy? We can wait then. But maybe I'm just a bad person. But I'm gonna let you know, like you say, before you get here, you bring that ass over here. All right.
Money for nothing.
I'm saying, like, why are you trying to like come at me because I don't want to have sex with you?
Because like, what's your problem? Like, you little?
I don't want to have sex with you. What you mean is little? Like, no, listen.
Are you ashamed? Like, it's okay. Like, I don't mind. I didn't have little.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. Like, tripping, bro. Like, don't do that to me. Seriously,
that's weird. Like,
do that to me. Like,
don't.
Bro, I ain't have to come out here. I thought we was gonna get to know each other. Maybe go on a nice little date, but you get to know each other. That's wild to me.
That's what I'm talking about, man. They even get tested
before I even go on a date. Like,
wow, all right. One thing, she is a hoe. She said she need to know what that ding-a-ling is like before we go on the date. I would have just, I mean, if he just give her the ding-a-ling and leave. Then she'd have been talking about how he only smashed and left. That's all you wanted.
This is how you present yourself.
For real.
Get tested.
I know, right?
I
Hey,
mean,
man.
if you keeping it a buck, when you get in town, the first place the next day, you going to the clinic.
I need to see that my chart.
Let's see both
I
of them first. Then we'll
know,
talk
right?
about, well, how we gonna do this or whatever. You guys are playing bees or whatever together.
That's
Cool.
only for babies, though. You better
Yeah.
gave me the hurts.
But once you know the results, you done did the full panel. You know the results.
Right.
So now you asking her, you guys are playing bees together? Okay,
Ah,
cool.
See,
Now we
that's
on the
what I'm
same
saying.
page.
They doing shit backwards. And this
big
is how people be getting played. This is why people be making videos and crying and trying to get sympathy and all that shit. I mean, like, come on now. At the end of the day, we supposed to be grown, mature adults, man. And it's too much shit going on out in these streets to be sitting over here making decisions because you too hot in the ass to, you know what I'm saying, to get to know somebody. What's
Mhm.
wrong with that?
And then
Hey,
she on the video talking about, is it little? Really?
Really? Well, if
Jay,
that's the case, you could have sent me one of them dick pics. You could have did all that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
It could have saved you the trip.
Jay, do you
What's
remember
up?
when we were talking about Kendra G?
Kendra?
G, do you remember
Yeah,
when we were talking about that? She had the
yeah.
same thing go on her dating show. She had the same thing. It's two people met on her dating show, right? It's this DJ. He's popular because he's got pictures with the Locks and Cameron. He done worked with all these people. He invited this woman out to him, right? He flew her out.
Mm-hmm.
She that first thing she did when she got off the plane was get drunk. She bought her own liquor. When she got to the airport, she went to the bar, got her own liquor. She drinking, drinking, drinking. She in his house telling him what he gonna do, and if he don't do it, what she gonna do. He
Oh,
talking
hell
about,
no.
okay, they in Miami, right?
Yeah.
So he's saying, look, I'll pay for you a room. You can't stay here. So she like, well, wait a minute. No. I'll pay for you a room. You can't stay here. And he paid for her about 2 days, the whole weekend worth of room.
Mm.
And he was giving her chances, you know what I'm saying? She was still acting up, still drinking. She was on the phone in his house telling her friends, like, this dude this way and this dude the other way. The only thing she was really had complaints about is that he used the N-word.
He
And
was
he was like,
black or white?
But
he
she
was
acted like an alcoholic though.
he's Middle Eastern like DJ Khaled. And he figured since he run in the hip hop world that he can use
Oh,
the N-word carelessly, you know. But
Uh,
she on her cell phone talking to her friends like, well, he better not try this, that, and the other, because I do this, I do that. He end up sending her home, right? She on Kendra G talking about, well, he did this, he did that. And he name dropped you, Kendra, because he knows Kendra G. And Kendra G knows him. She had him, Kendra G had him back on her show, and he told Kendra what was going on. And when Kendra found out, she asked the lady, and the lady said, well, he telling the truth. He telling the truth.
that's a damn shame.
She
Look
was
at this
like,
right here.
yeah, I
These,
was acting up. I was acting up. I wasn't in a good headspace when I went out there anyway. But
yeah,
she was
that's
like,
why.
yeah, it's my fault. I messed up. I messed the date up.
Yeah, man, that's
But
why people
it's
are
the same thing.
transactional, man.
Yeah, it's the same thing. He flew her out. I don't know what his intentions were, but he wasn't putting no pressure on her. She was just acting up, and that just turned him off.
Wow. Listen to this one here.
These don't even fit the, like, why is your bed on the floor? It get serious. This is getting serious. This is really getting serious. Your bed is on the floor, man. Okay, but you want to say that last night though. Your bed on the floor, your TV on the
She
floor.
said, but you wasn't saying that last night, though. That's the thing. Why is everybody making everything content? Your life is not content. People trying to go viral, make videos, showing your life. That's not content like that. You know what I'm saying? That you with somebody or this or that. Like, Do something creative. Be known for something creative if you want to make content or do something or whatever. You don't just put stuff on blast. I think he just as bad, if not worse, because I've come across ladies whose house was like this, and I didn't smash. At least not at their house, I didn't. They'd at the least come to my house and get up in that shower or something. You're going to have to get in that rain box before you going to get what you need, then vitamin D. Damn sure ain't laying up in your bed with bed bugs and roaches and shit. Nah, I couldn't do that.
Dog got her couch looking like diamond shit in the basement.
For real, for real.
Man, you would be itching with spiders all on you.
You say he be itching with spiders. Steve, you too funny. This one here, he a cutie, but the problem I got a lot of echo. Somebody. All right. So the problem I got with her, for one, it's a lot of beautiful and cute women in the world. So everybody think every woman that's cute think they look at me or this or that or all this. Like I don't know how to explain it because women get mad, but most women, even if you cute, like what you ain't, it ain't gonna. I don't know, man. Anyway, this girl flew out. This dude then paid $800 something to have her come to Texas, I think Houston, and she ordering all this food. This girl say she ordered caviar and all kind of shit. It come up to like a $800 bill. Look at it.
I had got the Antonio, how did I say that? Antonio Siberian 5-star caviar, the 4 ounce, which is $600. So I'm doing my Bitcoin. Like, I'm like, okay, well, he got money, so I'm
talking about because he said he got money. What's that mean? So you gonna just charge $1,000 worth of food? You ordering $600? How you say that, Antonio? And then she talking about, and yes, I do order that on my own. But you can't even pronounce it.
Why are you ordering stuff that you know damn well you wouldn't order on your own tab? Man, that you wouldn't order for yourself.
She tried to front talk about she order it for herself. No, you don't. And let me tell you something. If I'm spending $600, $1,000 on your meal, oh, you about to do acrobatics tonight, baby. I'm about to bend your ass like a pretzel. You about to do Pilates. I'm gonna bend your head, arms, your legs gonna be like this behind your head. I ain't laughing.
Yeah, you stupid, yo.
I'm telling you for real, you're gonna need a hip replacement. I'm be coming down with the thunder on your. I can't even give you $600 worth of vitamin D, man.
But
even if I
knew the restaurant
all weekend, I still wouldn't feel like I got my money worth. You gotta.
He knew the restaurant he was taking her to.
Huh?
He knew the restaurant he was taking her to. Was it her idea to go there or was it his idea?
It was her idea.
Because he still went.
Well, as a man, here's another thing. Although I ain't never did that. I ain't never took a woman to be honest with you, I never been to a restaurant my damn self with something with $600 on the menu. I never been there. So I don't even know what that's like. But I couldn't even eat $600. And I never been there, so I ain't gonna front. But I've been to Red Lobster, Longhorn Steakhouse, and yeah, that was doing a lot for me. And I say get what you want, and then that shows what type of woman you are. You greedy or you considerate? I mean, is it our first date or have we been smashing? Because you know my situation or not. And there's been times where I didn't have much, but I'm taking you to that place because I'm trying to do something special for you. That don't mean I plan on going into debt, though. I mean, it's like Red Lobster. But hell, you ordering $60 lobsters and shrimp, I'm gonna be like, that's $60.
Then you got some chicks that turn around and eat their food and want to packet their little shit up to go.
Man, worse than that. I got this other video I'm gonna show y'all. that this dude took a woman on a date. And the reason we know about this is because it's some radio show or something. And so she went on the radio show to complain on dude and say, you know, he ghosted her after the date. Come to find out, I don't even remember which one that was now. Come to find out, after the dinner, he went to the bathroom, and while he in the bathroom, she has the waiter come over, and she ordered 3 more entrees and drinks for her kids and put it on his tab. And then when he come back, he like, what the hell? And she talking about some, oh, well, I mean, he know I got kids. If he was going to date me, he should have been ready to pay. If he's a gentleman and this and that, they throw all this stuff, or you ain't no weak man and this and that. Bitch, you sneaky. You dirty. You didn't even ask me. Hey, you mind if I get something for my kids? You know, I put something on it or whatever. Oh, no, baby, I got you. Or, yeah, that's cool. Go ahead. What you putting on it? Whatever. That's your way to see what he about. But you can't. That's like old girl ordering food and leaving it on the car. And then when I say something, he came at me and asked me why I did it. Yeah, bitch, what you doing? You could have just said, I'm hungry. I'm pregnant. You ain't got to say you I already know. Your belly hanging to the floor.
Jay, remember that one video you had seen about the girl that ordered the food and she accidentally left it in the guy's car?
What happened?
She left the food. She left the food because she was going to try to play him because she didn't really eat all of the food, but she went and ordered all this steak and lobster and all this stuff, and then she only ate a little bit of it and packaged most of it to go. And then when he dropped her off home, she accidentally had left a plate of food in his car, and he wound up eating the damn food.
Wow.
I mean, that's how God worked though. And then she come try to call his phone back, talk about, oh, did I leave my food in the back? He didn't even answer the phone.
Real. That's why you can't let them know where you live. That's one of the things I hate. People coming already. Place breaking and stealing stuff. Y'all see this? Y'all heard about the Melania movie? I know y'all went to go see that, right?
No, because it bombed.
I just found out about it yesterday.
Man, that movie, you know what's the truth, though? That could have been one of the greatest documentaries ever, to be honest with you, if it was actually the documentary that it's supposed to be. How did you meet Trump? Epstein introduced you. You know, they had allegedly had sex the first time, Trump and her, on the Lolita Express, which is old Epi's jet. You know, and they say allegedly that in the files that Trump and Epi shared a girlfriend. Did he tell you?
I could believe it.
Yeah, did he get goods first and let old Trumpster know? Hey man, this one is a good one. You know, I want to watch film. I'm here for you. I come and do it. I come and sucky. Anyway, that would be interesting. I think everybody would have been watching that one. But this, here we go again. I know you want to know how we do it. We're going to watch it. Come into my movie film. I made the book. I released the book. The book was good. So we made a film. And the film is going to be good. I fuck good. It's just wild, man. If you got the right connections, you can get stuff made. I won't say it'll be good, but you can definitely get stuff made. Damn, I think my mouse just died. Let's see. They cut me off. You make too many jokes. Not funny. I teach you.
That's the mouse that cuts you off at times.
Yeah, when I be swiping on here, they got me.
Hey, you didn't answer my question about the factor meals. Papa don't like the factor meals.
Oh man, I do like the factor meal. You know, that's
No, your dad. He
yeah,
doesn't.
he ate it. I told you he ate them. He ate my thing. Yeah,
No, you
man.
didn't tell me that.
Yeah, man. My the girls was because he got Meals on Wheels. So I had my last few factor meals in the freezer. They giving them that. They can't even read. Talking about some I didn't know. He over here eating my damn salmon and eating my chicken and thing, cacciatore and all of that. Talking about
So
I didn't know. Nigga, you know damn well ain't no damn salmon and chicken cacciatore and no Meals on Wheels.
so he does like the factor meals.
Yeah, he like them.
So why not get him his own?
Because it's $150 a box and he be
It's
cheap.
very expensive.
Yeah. And then he talking about, well, I replaced the salmon for you. I bought you some salmon. No, you didn't replace it because I bought those. They already prepared. I can put it in there. Plus, it got the side dishes and everything. I can warm them up. You got a big ass piece of salmon with no sides, and I got to cook it. I don't want to cook it. Now I got to wash the dishes. I don't like I gotta be reaching over, washing the dishes, or putting it in here. Or I didn't burn my arms cooking and going back and forth. Like I got that. It's perfect for me. I can take it. It's a great hand, made homemade meal, chef inspired. Put it in the microwave. Boom, there it is. When I'm done, throw it in the garbage. I had the sides, 2 sides come with it. Nice meal. I'm good.
So
Now I gotta be cooking big ass piece of salmon and cleaning it and doing that and cleaning up and doing it. Not to say it's the worst, but it's harder for me.
yeah. So
You
your
know
dad
what I'm saying?
put in for his own box. He won't put in for his own box.
Too cheap. Too cheap, man. And then that I don't know stuff, man. That kills me, man. Like you didn't try to find out. You took the wrapper off and threw it on the floor. It said factor. I didn't know what that mean. What the
And then you said that he keeps buying all that Uber Eats and DoorDash, and you know how expensive that stuff adds up.
Yeah,
So if
but
you got enough money to be buying all that, you got enough money to be getting your own dang factor meals.
yeah,
How
the
about
factor
that?
meals to have him straight.
Hey, for real. But he ain't gonna do that. He did stop with the Uber Eats and stuff. So that's good. But you still buy a bunch of junk. And
Like
you
food.
grown. That's your prerogative. Fine. You want to eat junk, do that, spend your money, fine. The problem I got is then you eat mine too, though. You can't eat yours and mine. And then if I say something, I'm the one that's petty. You didn't know. I'm wrong. Why I'm saying this, doing that. It's like the glaze they throwing in my face. That's why I say sometimes this make me feel bad. Like I ain't trying to go there again, but like when ain't nobody really got your back. Not to say he this the worst or this or that, but like the only person that like really, really look out for me, really care that I really is like my mom. Like I guess and even she got her moments. Don't get me wrong, but because everybody is grown and they all got their lives to live and doing things or whatever. So I'm not sitting there saying you owe me and you should look out for me forever. I mean, I wish I could do more for them, actually. I would hope I would have been in a better position in life where I could do more, but I hate that I can't. And then to go through other stuff is just a little more frustrating. Um, so, no, I'm not the one that like to tell somebody grown you can't do this or do that. But I also do what you want, but don't come and get me too. That's what I'm saying. You want to spend all your money, then do it. But I don't want to hear you ain't got no money or you broke or you can't do this or that. Yeah, because you spent it all. Like, don't act like somebody did it to you. You did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the problem I have. Don't try to throw no guilt trip and say this and that and complain. Like, you in control of your situation, though. When I'm broke and I ain't got something going, I don't say, somebody else did it to me or somebody else's fault. I know I shouldn't have bought this or spent that or whatever. Or if I'm got expenses too high, I need to find some other thing to do to make money or stop spending. You know, I don't say, oh, it's because of this or that, unless it's actually a reason. But like, I won't blame it on something and act like, oh, well, I don't know why I ain't got no money. I don't know. I mean, I try, like, you know, you buy, you know, a bunch of stuff that, you know, so I don't know, man. It's very frustrating.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jay.
Yeah, it make me feel like my in a way, because growing up, they would argue over that type of stuff. And so now I'm arguing with you over money or food or something, like, why? And he talk about, well, your name wasn't on it. Man, what? So I need to write my name on stuff?
Apparently so.
I
Apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
know.
Are we really getting that petty now?
Yeah. And then well, Jason put his name on stuff, so you know you better not. And he put, and then you throw that on me as if I'm petty and doing this or that. No, it's because of you. I don't eat your stuff. I don't come in there and drink your drinks or eat your stuff or whatever. I give you the respect. And if I did want something, I just ask you, hey, can I get a pop? Or hey, can I eat this? Or you know, I'm hungry. I'm gonna make this or that or da da da. I don't. But if I did want to, that's what I would do. I don't know, man. Sometimes that's why I was saying earlier, it make me wonder, like, man, this is almost over with. Not that I'm so considerate or I'm this or that, but I see fewer and fewer people I even as think the way I do now. So if you my friend or family and I like you or care about you, I purposely try to remember things you like or don't like, or I purposely try not to hurt your feelings or piss you off. Or if I did something, I'd say I'm sorry, and I'll try to remember not to do it again. Like if I did something to you and you said I don't appreciate that, why would I do it again? And then when you keep getting mad at me for doing it and doing it, I say you take it the wrong way. What? Like it don't matter if I think you take it the wrong way. If I care about you or you my friend, I would at least stop doing it. And I know that, hey, you take it the wrong way when I go there, so I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna keep going there, and then when you get upset, blame you. Like, leave them alone. Otherwise, you basically don't care what they say or do. You pushing their buttons. You trying to piss people off. Why? That's like with this stuff they be doing, what they did to these people in Minnesota and stuff, and then a lot of people in their face and stuff. Like if you really was trying to stop or correct, you would stop and correct. You wouldn't keep saying stuff or glazing and acting this way and acting like what you saw or what these people are going through or saying, they wrong for saying it or they taking it the wrong way. If that's how they feeling and that's what they doing, leave them alone then if you really care. You don't increase, you don't lie to their face, you don't say it's their fault, you know. So it's just a lot of that going on these days. Everybody glazed, just like when I was saying that with the pregnant girl, and I'm talking to them at the office, they up here trying to make it seem like I'm wrong for saying she's sneaking. And that's another video I saw, because that same video where the guy went to the bathroom and she ordered the food, he talking about she had to sneak in order while I was in the bathroom. Oh no, see, that's where you wrong. I ain't got to sneak to do nothing. I'm grown, this and that. Well, if you didn't ask me and you waited till I was gone and you did that, what you call that?
Sneaking.
You know what I'm saying? And then you get mad because I said, oh, you calling me a sneak? I ain't no sneak. I ain't no thief. I ain't this or that. Well, what you call it then? So, you know.
I guess she called it creeping. So why creep?
I know, right? They tried to make me a creep.
The TLC song, talking about So Why Creep, yeah.
Steve, boy. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna keep everybody up too late on a Friday night. But yeah, man, that's one of the problems I have why I say nothing seems to matter, because it's like, does the truth matter? Does facts matter? Do us being friends, or does it matter you a citizen? Does it matter that we friends? Does it matter if you white or black? We already know it didn't matter if you black. But
yeah, you already know.
that's why we had to say Black Lives Matter, because we already knew it shit didn't matter to them. Now the Hispanics and the Cubans realizing y'all don't matter either. Y'all thought y'all was different, but see, y'all getting that #1 minority treatment. We got that as our people. We got that #1 minority treatment. They get scared of the #1 minority. They got to put a boot on your ass.
I don't know. Would you call this like good old fashioned classism?
Yeah. Racism and classism in the same pair of pants.
And it ain't like we ain't trying to tell y'all. I mean, like, look, it may not be happening to y'all right now, but eventually, you know, when you point the finger at somebody, remember, 3 fingers is pointing right back at your ass. Remember that, okay? And look what happened. The good old boomerang effect. Oh, what about why did that? Oh, look, hey, we out of it. We been trying to sing that same old song, and nobody wanted to hear what we had to say.
Right.
Especially they know it.
Yeah, the Cubans, they made that punk ass song. I vote for Trump. I vote for Trump. I vote for Trump. Hey, I vote for Trump. They said they vote for him. He's going to give my vote. I going to vote 2 times. I going to vote for Trump. I vote for Trump. You know they mean vote. I vote for Trump. I vote for. Now they talk about, oh, he took in my family. I taking my vote back. I taking my vote back.
Yeah, remember that story you said that they had went up in there and ate lunch and turned around and deported all their asses out the restaurant. Now come on. If they don't tell you what they think about you, I don't know what is.
Yeah. For real, man. They sat there and ate your food and then man, come on, man.
And then they deported you.
Exactly. It's about to get worse, though. There's this one video I'm going to show you. Did you all hear the Elon Musk announcement? I think we bullied overall nerds too far. They coming for revenge. It's revenge of the nerds for real, man. And they
oh, no.
Yeah, man. All of these billionaires, they wasn't the cool kids. They were the nerds. And now they got control over all our lives. They got all our data. Elon Musk announced that he's going to stop production on the Tesla Model S and Model X. That's the Model Y. The SUV and they top end car. For one, they wasn't selling and they kind of old, but that's not the problem. The problem is he said he's going to ramp up production on what? The Optimus robot. And he said in a year, there'll be 1 million Optimus robots in production.
Landlords
Let me show you
dealing with tenants and property.
These robots, 1 million robots, and they're going to produce 1 million per year is his goal or more. And so what that means is you think it's hard to get a job now. Ain't going to be no more jobs. They're going to have them doing the home health aid. They're going to have them working at UPS in the warehouse. They're going to have them at these restaurants and stuff, cooking. They're going to have them doing every damn thing. And they already cut the social safety net. They already don't have health care. They already don't have, they taking away the food stamps and everything. They're going to make them an army of robocops. They can shoot. They got better aim than us. They can run. They got karate. I mean, they got all kind of different cameras and stuff to be able to see your heat in your body, LiDAR. I mean, that's why I say, man, we in trouble, man. They got a secret watch list that they doing with ICE. If you go out there and protest, they're putting you on a list. It was this one ICE officer, and he was filming a woman license plate. And she like, why you recording me? He like, yeah, we got a little database. I'm putting you on it for domestic terrorism. What? And then you see what they doing to Don Lemon in the First Amendment, and then everybody going along with them, what they doing with the Second Amendment, and what they did to old boy, making it seem as if he, is the problem because he had that gun on him, even though he didn't pull it. But let it be a school shooting. You got the NRA and all of them all over the place, ready to defend gun rights and stuff. But let them take down this. They ain't got nothing to say. And here's the thing with Don Lemon, it was 3 other black journalists that got taken down too.
Yeah, in Georgia.
Yep. Did y'all hear about Kanye?
Yep.
No, I didn't hear about that.
This dude put a full-page ad in the Wall Street Journal apologizing to black people, saying when he was in that car accident, he had a frontal lobe injury that caused his autism or whatever, his bipolar to go haywire or whatever. And that it was undiagnosed. And he said that one of the problems with it is that you can get manic, which that is true. I used to be in the group homes and stuff, and once they go manic, boy, it's hard to talk to them rational. I mean, I had one that do it all the time. He swear he about to be in the KGB, all kind of stuff, man. Get out the car at damn red light, just started walking in traffic and stuff. I had to park and chase this fool down the street. We was at a restaurant and he just started talking crazy to this dude at the restaurant and spit on their food. They end up calling the police and tasing his ass. I'm like, damn, he could have got killed. Looking back at it now, they could have killed his ass right there because there was 2 white guys he did that to. But yeah, you hear about Corey Holcomb? They talking about because he been talking too much about the Rainbow Alliance that they shut him down. Talking about Will Smith and his preferences, and Cam Newton and different stuff. Dang, man, I was just had that Tesla robot stuff up here. I can't find it though. It said built like a Popeye biscuit. This girl, boss chicks, women, y'all, a lot of women say they a boss and this and that, but they basically be giving out resume stats a lot of times instead of why with a man, because they be saying they want this man or high value or standards or whatever. But a lot of times it end up hurting you. Not to say women should settle or this or that, but if you think you so great,
this ain't regular.
She said, "Do I look regular?" Yeah, you look like a nice, regular, pretty woman. Why do every woman say, "Do I look regular?" as if they a dime piece? You're a pretty woman. I'm not saying that, but what? I'm supposed to drop everything and think I'm with a goddess? This is the thing. A man wants a woman who asks for nothing and you give them the world because you love them. A woman that asks for the world and then expects the world but has no love, that's why they end up backfiring. But anyway,
Jay, can I intertwine real quick?
Go ahead.
I learned all my years been on this earth and everything, being an 80s baby, that, what matters at the end of the day, and I'm just speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for nobody else, so don't be trying to attack me in the comments, but I'm saying, like, beauty fades. Yeah, okay, it's nice to look at and all that kind of stuff, but you got to think about the future, man. Is this person going to love me enough to be able to wipe my ass, okay, if it comes to that point? You know what I'm saying? Or they're going to be able to cream my damn corn and feed it to me because I'm unable to feed my damn self. Okay?
I learned
okay, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck in the comments. How many women you know how to do that? Nah, but y'all too damn worried about a fat ass and a pretty face. Okay, you keep worried about that. And see how quick that gonna lead you to. Cause half of the nurses up in the nursing homes, they be saying half of them men be up in there be sad and alone, messing with all the nurses up in the nursing homes.
They do be messing
Cause
around with
they
some.
ain't got nobody.
That is true. They got big old booties too. That's the thing, man. Like you said, I agree with everything you said, actually. Yeah, looks fade. It's about the person on the inside. Yeah, looks is good because we like to have somebody attractive to a certain extent, but that's not everything. She talking about look at me and this and that. What the hell does that got to do with a relationship? Other than that person found you attractive enough to, want to talk to you, but then that's not going to keep them there unless you are a sexual object, but then you don't want to be looked at it that way. So don't say, look at this and that, because then the man going to look at you like a car. It's going to be a nice ride, but it may trade you in when the new model come out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, because it happened to me, not that I was all that, but once if you, and I didn't know that I was looked at a certain way, but once I was deemed not able to do this or that no more, I ain't even make it out the hospital yet. Now, a couple things did happen that I think hurt. For example, when I did get out the hospital, I did have an ex-girlfriend find out about it, and she wanted to help, and she was really helpful. And then the very first day where I was coming home from the hospital, it was my car, but I was in the passenger side. So I've been in the hospital. They've been having me on Miralax and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that really mud butt. All right. And then with my injury, I can't feel like if I got a fart or I'm about to let one go. I don't know. So I'd be just as surprised as you. And it took a lot of adjustments to relearn how my body acts and what to do and whatnot. I kind of know a little bit more about how I'm feeling or whatever, what's about to happen or not happen. But plus, I don't take Miralax no more because that, like I said, boy, that's a damn mudslide. Anyway, we get to the house and then I'm trying to get out the car and I'm about to get out and I'm like, oh no. I've almost put it here. But let me just tell you, it was straight mudslide everywhere. And she was sweet, like it's okay, this and that. I was like, oh my God. But let me tell you, women, that ain't a turn on for most women. Like you say, you want somebody to wipe your. I don't need somebody to wipe my ass for the record. I do it myself. I got everything under control now. But I didn't know what was going on yet still. And they didn't give me no time to find out. They was gone with the wind. Now, I did stay and we tried, but she wasn't attracted to me no more. I put it that way. Looked at me as a damn client. And that was a hard pill to swallow. Like, damn.
And you know what? That's the sad part. I mean, I'm not saying the majority, but I'm saying some of these men do be looking for some of these women to be their personal nurse. I'm like, look, man, I'm not here to be no damn going nurse, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be doing all that. Like you had all your younger years to get it together and eat right and do what you need to do. Now you want to wait till you all old and gray when you about to go see the upper room. Now what's up? And you need me now. Like
That sound like my dad. This Negro bought a damn box of Durex condoms and just had it sitting on the nightstand like a 30-pack. For who?
We about to burn them on 30
I
packs.
know, right? He about to make water balloons. What your ass do? Put them gloves on? Like, for real. And he got all these girls coming in to help with that sitting there. Like, boy, stop. You just a boy, old and like you said, all them years you could have did something with yourself, and you chose not to eat right, do this and that, and then you be having the nerve to be talking about you bought some panties for my mama. You want her to try them on. My mama 89 years old. You think she about to ride you at 89, 90? You want some 90-year-old
Hell
kitty cat?
no, hell no. I mean, come on now. You in your 80s and 90s and you still trying to get it up. You
I
still trying
know.
to get it in.
But you
Hell,
delusional in thinking that because you can't even stand up straight. You can't even throw a pump if you wanted to. You want somebody to ride it. You want a 90-year-old woman? You think that's what's gonna happen? Really? And then you buy a condom, what you gonna get her pregnant? You think she gonna burn you? Like, man, there you go again. That's $40, $30, $40. You could have bought you a pack of pork chops. That would
I
have
ain't
been a
gonna lie.
whole eat.
I did see a video. It was this lady. She was like in her mid 60s, and she was. I don't know if it was a skit or not, but she was talking about, oh, what we gonna do now? Because you done got me pregnant, and I'm in my mid 60s, and I can't be taking care of no baby by myself. And I'm like, I hope to God this is a skit because come on, you in your mid 60s and you talking about you pregnant. Like, come on now.
Mhm. Man, that's the thing, man. I'm glad that's a skit, but yeah, it's wild out here, man. I see, before we go, I'm gonna say it one more time before we go, man. The title, like Ray J, he feeling different stuff. Ray J say he might need a pacemaker. He been having that booger sugar in his life at one point in time. But the reason I say, man, again, the sad truth about life, the real sad truth is it's not enough time. We don't have enough time. I mean, your first 18 years, you ain't even in charge of your own life. And then what? Your last 18 or 20, you damn near ain't in charge again. So you can't really do much if you ain't do it right. And so that's what, 40 years. So then if you do live to be 80, 40 of it, shit. You know what I'm saying? And then time flies, and then with the way things are going, with the lies, the economy, the religion, just so much, man. It's just, I say none of this stuff matter no more. Like, I would like try to get nice, look nice and this and that, and try to go on a date or meet somebody, and they'd be doing the same, and we genuinely be trying to enjoy each other's company. And like, does that matter now? Does it matter what I'm wearing or doing or they doing and stuff? Like, it's all transactional and things. It's like, man, what matter? What's important? What you get in the car and doing this and that, and what's that? What? That's what I'm saying, man. It's just, man, I'm just waiting for the Lord to come back, man. That's the only thing, really, man. I think too
Okay,
many people ruin this world, man.
okay, Jay, let's get back to the distraction. Are you gonna start watching the House of Asher or not?
Yeah, I do need to watch that.
You need to
It's on
binge.
what, 2 or 3 episodes now?
They going on the last episode. It's been like 8 or 9
Oh,
episodes.
you said House of Asher. That ain't Game of Thrones, is it?
No,
What is that?
House of Asher.
Spartacus. Yeah, Spartacus. Yeah, I do need to watch that. Dang, that's
They
almost
done
over.
they done they done cooled down on the same sex. They actually have men and women together more.
Oh, I didn't know they had same sex. I'm glad I did.
No, they had same sex throughout the Spartacus series. But
Uh,
on this show, they have men and women together more. And they
uh,
got a sister off in there.
and she ain't a
That's,
slave.
she is, but she a gladiator. She is, but she a gladiator.
No, okay.
She's
Try
the,
to fight
she's
for
the
her freedom.
champion. She's the champion of the house.
No, okay. They say she gonna fight for her freedom on this.
No, she was actually sold into slavery by her own people as punishment.
You make me want to see it. That new Game of Thrones came out. I kind of,
But
man.
it just came out.
Yeah, that's
House
why
of
I
Asher
said.
been on. You got to binge watch House of Asher because
Mm.
next week is the last episode of the season.
Y'all ever heard of that show on HBO called Industry?
Mm-mm.
No,
They got
Nah.
it's
No.
actually a pretty good show. Euphoria new season about to be good too. But that industry is an interesting show. It's like a business finance show, but they was in England and different stuff. It's in like their third season, but basically everybody be screwing each other. And I didn't watch it. I just saw a clip, but Jon Snow is in there and he was banging the hell out of the main girl. She just screwed everybody on the show.
Kit Harington.
And women. Huh?
Kit Harington, that's Jon
Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah.
The
He got
dragon should have ate him. He was waiting on it too. The dragon should have killed him.
Well, my problem with that is they would have fell off. They were doing too many maneuvers and flying around and stuff and just holding on to their damn nappy ass hair the dragon had. Or his horn spikes. Like, dude, you need a saddle or something. Y'all ass would have fell off. Plus, it's cold. Yeah, hell, I ain't never flew with nothing without no damn complete covering. But I didn't roll my bike when it's cold outside. Shit, doing that or roll your window down in your car and it's cold, man. That's hard on your face. And they was what, flying the dragons at the final battle in the snow, all up in that blizzard. Because they actually played Game of Thrones like a month ago, a marathon. And those are some of the best episodes, boy. That final battle and stuff.
Yeah, but you know the lore about the Targaryens, the ones that are called dragons, heat don't affect them.
But they were in the cold.
But they probably warm-blooded people. Probably the cold doesn't affect them like that.
Maybe.
Do you know when the Oscars supposed to be coming on?
No, but everybody talking about I ain't really watched them award shows in a while because they always doing some damn satanic stuff in there, but ritualistic stuff. But I did hear Sinners is supposed to do good, which you should look into what that's about because it's a lot of that. It's got a lot of voodoo in there too.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, old girl said she was doing the hoodoo in the movie.
I just watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was I just watched.
Go ahead.
It had one of the twins lovers. She was a root worker.
Yep.
She was the one who knew. She was the one who knew what they were dealing with. Who knew what was at the door. She understood, and she partly knew why they came. So
exactly, because why you had to ask me to come in and invite me in? Like when you was already in here before. So why you asking me now to invite me in?
I got a video that I saw on YouTube that broke it down. Like he really broke it down. But it's like the devil gotta be invited in. You gotta allow it. And it was just showing, how once you allow that, he gonna explain a lot better than me. It actually made me look at the movie totally different. I still watch the movie, but I just be seeing so much stuff now. Like he was talking about how that vampire, basically, they were making that as a metaphor of how like those type of people have stolen everybody's culture. They like suck the soul or the spirit of a people away. It's similar to what I was telling y'all about that barbarianism, but you come and pillage and take, and whether they taking the culture like Elvis or whatever, or taking the film or taking this or doing that or whatever. And it's always our people willing to work with or invite in or do whatever,
But the vampire in the movie himself, he said the same thing happened to him. He said when the Christians came to his country, that's what they did to them.
Man, B, she said it right here. She said because spirits have to be given legal right to enter a space or person. The entrance is called a portal. There it is. Because the Most High gave us authority and power over here. And just like how the serpent had to trick or basically get them to do it, like you got to give up your authority. You got to give up your legal right because basically everything that's happening here is a courtroom drama, truthfully. And the accuser, you know what I'm saying, is the devil, and they making accusations to the Most High about, you know, I ain't trying to get too deep, but what's going on now is playing out to see, you know, the situation on who was right and whose way is the best. And people, like I say, like I was saying earlier about free will, I do believe that. Like you do have authority. Like you can, what you decide to put in and do or allow in and stuff, it is a problem. That's why, I mean, I was actually thinking of trying to get a cross or something blessed to put over my doorway, because these people coming in here, they don't tell them what they sprinkling up in here and doing or whatever, and they come in with the bad energy and all kind of stuff. And
you better get some sage or something.
For real, I'm gonna sprinkle some salt, a line of salt at the front door on their ass. But no, seriously, man. Like, man, they be bringing energy, people doing this, and then we allowing them to come in and do this and that, and man, they just bring such a disruption to my world and peace, like in the lies and stuff. It's just unnecessary and things. And yeah, man, we gotta be careful on all that stuff, man. I know the world has made us all not think of it as much or whatever, or think of it as real or things. And I know I used to think that way. And I don't really have a personal experience where I could say, oh, well, this happened to me or that or da da da. I mean, I don't know. But I've had some people say different personal experience testimonies and things. But the way everybody operating, the powers that be, like they doing so much that align with stuff that it's gotta be real, because they sure act like it. And so, man, and then the more you look in things, man, yeah, we gotta protect ourselves. We gotta have the blood of Jesus, as they say, on us. So I've been trying to get into the word, go to church a little bit, but I've never been a big church goer. I'm gonna sit there and say that's what I've been doing or whatever, but it's not the worst place to be. You know, you got to be careful with some of these church women though, because a lot of these bust downs, so they done got bust all the way down. They go back and get reformed and act brand new on you. Now, I ain't saying that they can't act brand new.
And you gotta watch out for some of them pastors too. Talk about some lock the damn doors.
Oh, I saw that. That
seen-
was wild, because he wanted the donations. He said, ain't nobody leaving till I get such and such amount.
And then there was another one going to say, the lady said, well, look, all I got is $800. He talking about, oh, well, that's not good enough. I'm like, the nerve, the audacity.
That was the same pastor.
Oh my goodness.
Marvin Sapp.
Yeah, he a sap, all right. I saw that pastor about the dress. A lot of people got upset with Drew. Did y'all see the pastor in the high heels?
I missed it.
Nah, I didn't see that one.
Oh, man, this dude was walking around in high heels.
Oh, that young dude. The young dude.
Yeah, he was kind of young. I don't know where that video was.
The yellow top. Was he wearing the yellow top?
I don't think so.
I can't remember his name. I just saw a video about him though. That's the same dude that was spitting in his hand and rubbing it on another parishioner.
Well, see, that right there is that ain't from the Lord necessarily.
And then you got some of these African pastors talking about, oh, I gotta rub your your Gentile area to get the spirits out. Come on now, ain't nothing say nothing like that in the Bible. That ain't nothing but your lustful ways trying to do that.
I see what you're talking about in the yellow. I didn't see that one. I didn't
I
know it
didn't
was
know
so
it was.
many. I agree
I
with
agree
you
with
said
you.
though, encouraging warrior about that. But dude, I didn't know it was so many. I only saw one. What this dude got on yellow heels and what? This the dude I saw. What? Look at this dude. Nigerian pastor wearing heels says what? Ain't this the same dude that said that the rapture was coming? What is this dude wearing with a skirt?
Well, it's another dude over there in Africa. He supposed to be building boats, saying it's
That's
gonna
who I was
be flood
talking about.
again.
Yeah, the rap
That's the
and
dude.
then it didn't come and they arrested his ass.
Now I ain't hear he was arrested. Now what I
Yeah,
heard that he got these people in Ethiopia sending him their life savings to build boats because another flood coming. The flood didn't come. He said, "Well, I prayed and it's been postponed, but it's coming." Meanwhile, he done bought himself a new BMW.
that's wild. Yeah, he got arrested. Let me see this damn fool, man.
This pastor only wears female shoes to preach. Meet
Keep it up,
Apostle
though.
J.
You gonna
Courage,
have the same
who
problem with pay.
strutting pulpits in fabulous high heels. According to him, the Holy Spirit gave him the mandate to preach in stiletto. A closer look.
The preach and stiletto. This is a mockery.
Yeah, he gonna have a bad hip like Prince.
A
Prince,
bad hip.
yeah, Prince ended up walking on a cane because he spent
That
so
was
many
from
years walking
dancing.
high heels. It gave him a bad hip.
I think that was more from dancing, but it might have been the hip, a bit the heels. But I think he gonna get a lightning up his keister. This is straight mockery. Oh man. And they had the nerve to be mad at Drewski.
But it's been said that these African pastors over there in the land, they making more money than these pastors over here.
Yeah, one of the ones that was the most mad at Drewski was from Africa, and he was making big bank. I'm surprised he's doing this over there because for last I remember, they were like some of the people that were most against this type of behavior.
They're against homosexuality. But if you say you're doing anything in his name, they'll buy it.
Wow.
Except homosexuality. That Mike Todd, thank you, B. Mike Todd, that's the dude over here wearing high heels and yeah, Mike Todd.
Wow. She said Drewski was dressing like the shady pastor in New York who's in prison for 9 years for fraud. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's the one that was talking about. Oh, in 60 seconds, God told me to tell y'all that everybody in here got to give me. I think either it was $1,000 or, and there's some people in there in the audience got to give me $10,000. As if like he knew their personal financial business and was getting mad because nobody was falling for his bull crap. And then he talking about, yeah, well, I know somebody got enough money to be buying new purses and stuff, but they ain't got no money to be sitting over here giving it to the Lord. No, they're not giving it to the Lord. They're giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the cap. Stop with the cap, man. Stop with the cap.
Yeah,
You know?
they ruining this world, man. I mean, the world been ruined for a long time, but I mean, good grief, man. I just think
So
it's closer,
Closer.
closer and closer to the end. That's what it is.
Mike Todd is the dude who's been wearing high heels, and he's the dude that spit in his hand and wiped it on one of his board members because he was reenacting what the
Jesus
Savior
did.
did.
Didn't Jesus spit in his hand and put it in somebody's eye?
No,
Was
he spit on
blind?
the ground. He spit on the ground and made
Right.
clay out of the spittle, and
That's
then he did that.
look at that, my
But
boy.
he
Word.
but he was reenacting the Mike Todd was reenacting that. Then after the fact, Mike Todd said, "Well, yeah, that was I shouldn't have went that way." After the fact, he said, "I shouldn't have went that way. That wasn't right. I shouldn't have went that way."
No, it ain't. Yeah, damn. But damn, man, I like that you in the word, man. I've been trying to learn because you know what? I felt a little bad. I know rap songs, all kind of stuff, and then I'd be like, dang. If I got to the pearly gates and they asked me some stuff, I'd be like, I know a little bit.
Well, look, it's a lot of things you could be asked at the pearly gates. Say you married and got a divorce, right? Where's your wife?
Yeah, because
Well,
you ain't supposed to set her aside just for your greed, you know.
well, she left and but you was in charge. But but you was in charge. Matter of fact, she right there. Why'd you leave him? You two are one. Whether you like it or not, you two are one. He can ask you that.
Yep. Well, I ain't got a wife, so that wouldn't be one of them, but I get it.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
never
something
been married.
that's something I question about. Like, will God punish you if you don't decide to get married? Like, if you just want to be in solitude for the rest of your life, there ain't no penalty for that, is it?
Well, no, that's not the problem. The problem is that you've lived a life of fornication, having sex without being married, and you didn't repent. If we repent, ask for forgiveness, then
Okay, yes. If you are having sex, yes, that's wrong. You're fornicating. But if you're not fornicating
then
and you
ask for
do it,
forgiveness for when you did, and then
yeah.
Like
I
that.
don't think from what I've learned, if you are genuine and asking for forgiveness, I ask for forgiveness for all my mistakes, definitely the ones I talked about in this video tonight. So, and I don't repeat them. So I ain't only did that stuff one time.
The
And
Bible, the
yeah,
Bible says you work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
And it
So you,
also said it's better to marry than to burn too.
yeah, but
well, that's if you still got that desire in you.
that's it.
If
Burning
you
is in
still
your
want to
lust.
have
Burning
sex,
is in your lust. It's better to marry than the lust.
Yeah,
Burning is in
yeah.
your lust.
it say better to marry than to burn, because if you gonna want to keep having sex, but you don't want to stop, but you don't want to get married. Well, it would have been better for you to marry somebody and keep having sex with them than to keep having sex without a marriage, because you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
burn. You know what I'm saying? So
Or won't you just practice celibacy and just put a lockdown on the kitty cat, and then
that's true.
if you find somebody, you know what I'm saying, that aligns with your same beliefs, then
Marry 'em.
There you go.
exactly, that's the way
There
it
you
ought
go.
to be.
There you go.
That's right.
It
Ain't
also
nothing
said
wrong with celibacy.
It also said that marriage supposed to be entered into sober mindedly. You supposed to know what you're going into. You
Right.
going into it. You going into it with somebody that's a separate person from you. That's got their own mind, their own beliefs, everything. Y'all got to work that thing out.
Right.
And
There
like it also says that marriage has problems. So
And this is why you gotta be this is why you gotta be evenly yoked.
yeah,
There's too many people out here that's unevenly yoked. You can't do that.
and you can, like the Bible also says, separate for a time. Separate for a time, but come back together so Satan doesn't tempt you because of your separation. If y'all having problems, okay, separate, but don't cheat on each other. Work
Right.
it out.
And that's
Get
the
back
damn
together.
problem. Thank you, kid. Thank you for putting that out. Because people so quick to go out here and try to replace somebody or quick to cheat. And what is that going to solve? That ain't going to make the situation no better. All you doing is
It's
just
gonna make it
making it
worse.
worse.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
see, the
that's the thing
Bible
with
addresses
social
all
media.
that. It addresses all that. But
What the Bible say about that?
applying it is hard. The flesh makes it hard. Your own emotions thing makes it hard. And then you got the tempt out there too.
Yeah.
You
I
know
mean,
you got to
that's
be.
what social media got everybody fear of missing out, FOMO. So you think, oh, I'm with her, but I could probably be with her. Or I'm with him, but I could probably be with him. He got more money, he younger, or he's stronger, or he got this or that, I'm with him. So it got everybody always looking to trade up, thinking the grass is always greener. And that's a problem. First of all that stuff ain't nothing but highlight reels.
And then
So
you got to understand your marriage is your marriage. You can't have his parents in it, her parents in it. your friends and this and the other. That's between you and him. Y'all have to. It's okay to ask for advice. It's okay to lean on some people, but you got to be careful about who you tell your business to, who you invite into your marriage, because too many people's opinions will mess that up.
You right, because I remember in that movie called Not Easily Broken with Taraji Pitson and Morris Chestnut, and they were having problems and she was letting her mama be all in their marriage and all, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you can't
Like a
do
Tyler
that.
Perry
You
movie.
can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a bond between you, your husband, and God. You supposed to be taking whatever problems you got, you supposed to take it up to God. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to go to your pastor for counseling and get some. That's what you're supposed to do. Get before you even go to that extreme step of divorce. You're supposed to go get some counseling first. Now, after all that, you try to remedy it and it still ain't working out. Okay, then y'all can go your separate ways. But people nowadays, they ain't trying to waste no more time and go do all counseling and therapy, because see, some people, they got an ego and they don't like other people trying to tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's about work.
Plus,
It's
it's
about work.
accountability. You don't want to take accountability. For example, I saw this video. This woman went to her pastor at church because she couldn't afford counseling, she said, therapy. So she talked to her pastor and told her that she cheated on her husband, but she want to make it right and this and that. And he told her the best thing to do is be honest. And you got like 60 days or something like that to tell him or whatever. And so, whatever, time passed, and the pastor happens to bump into her husband at the gym. And he like, oh, man, I'm glad to see you doing all right. Good to see y'all still together, because, you know, a lot of marriages don't make it past that point. So, you know, good to this and that. And he go back like, man, what are you talking about? You've been cheating. And so, but long story short, the husband divorced her and leave her, and she's suing the pastor for like $50,000 and stuff, talking about he betrayed her trust, and she want to sue him because the husband found out. And they like, wait a minute, where's your accountability to judge? This on one of them judge shows or something. And she like, wait a minute, what about you? You the one cheated. Why you didn't tell your husband? And this and that. And the pastor wasn't looking for your husband to tell. He thought you may have told. He just happened to say it. And anyway, the judge denied him, and she started crying because she wanted to sue the pastor and she wanted to keep the house and all kind of stuff. And she like, nah, you can't sue him and you can't keep the house. I grant custody to the kids, to the father, and he can keep the house. He paying for it and everything. And she was sitting there crying or whatever, blaming everybody. But you the one cheating while he was deployed in Afghanistan or something, sending home the pay. I might be confusing too, but yeah. Anyway, I saw another one where he was out getting hazard pay over in Afghanistan, and she was taking the money and going with her boyfriend to hotels or something. Then when he divorced her, she trying to get the money, talking about she need to support him. She was going through a lot of stress because she was a single mom while he gone. They like, he over there in war. You talking about you stressed out. Anyway, I think that's though, to not take accountability when she was cheating though.
That reminded me of that situation that happened on BMF. Remember when Lucille went to Snoop, the pastor, for
Yep, he had her
counseling, and he
paying for
said
her
they're
own
trying to make a
food.
pass on her. See what I'm saying? This is what happened.
And Snoop Dogg had Mama Lucia paying for her own food. He gonna put her hands up under his head up under the table on her leg, and she took it right off of there.
That Snoop.
He didn't do that with Maurice the Buddha Beast though. Don't run all down on it.
And she sit there and told all her business to Snoop.
That's why I don't know about counseling. You know, counselors be having problems too. They be stressing out here and all that too.
Yeah.
You know, in our generation, nobody was going to counseling. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I don't know. I guess it is good to get your stuff off your chest to somebody other than a family or friend who could possibly use it against you or something. But I
Because
mean,
you need some kind of outlet. If you're not gonna talk to somebody, you need to be in a gym or somewhere where you can get that out. Because it's not good for it to sit on your heart. Now, if you with somebody you can truly talk to, especially when you calm down, if you got a person that's with you and for you, they'll give you a chance. They'll hear what you're saying instead of just they'll listen to what you're saying instead of just hearing it. You
mm-hmm.
know, a woman, forgive me, encouraging warrior, but a woman will go off on you and maybe an hour or so won't even remember what she said to you. She could have said some real tore up stuff to you, stuff she know
Mm-hmm.
will hurt you.
Right.
But she
Women
won't
can
remember
touch
what
you
she
deep.
said to it. But she won't remember what she said to you because she got it out.
Right.
It's not necessarily what she said, it's the emotion behind it. She just
Right.
needs to get that out.
And that's the worst thing you can do. It's like when you argue with somebody, you don't go below the belt. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You don't do that. You don't sit there and talk about the man's mama or or you got a little cocktail weenie and all that other kind of stuff. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because there's some things that you just can't come back from.
Right.
And
That's
see,
true.
what I'm saying is a woman will forget that she what she said. She's not thinking about that hurt you. But now she's going since she said that she's gonna fix the 5-course meal. She cooked everything you like. She's bathing or lotioned up everything. She ready for you to handle your business, get something to eat and handle your business, and you don't even want to eat.
Right.
You done gone out. She been calling you. You come home, you got McDonald's in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now she hurt. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Exactly. Because some people just don't know how to read the room. That's what I'm saying. They don't know how to read the room. You have to
But
know how to read and learn your partner.
that
Yeah.
space while you got that McDonald's in your hand and you've had time to calm down, you could put that McDonald's on the table and say, look, what you said, that hurt. Such and such. Well, I didn't mean that. You know, I didn't mean that. Well, y'all need to talk now. Never
Or
gonna
they'll do
talk.
worse and say you taking it wrong, or I didn't do this or that, which then makes it look like, oh, so I'm crazy. I'm making it up now. Or my feelings ain't valid. But anytime you feel some shit, the world got to stop. It's like
Mm-hmm.
women act like men can't have feelings too. Like
It,
men don't talk to
Oh, it ain't like that, Jay.
but a man,
It ain't like that.
a man has to shoulder that whole house.
damn right.
That man has to shoulder that woman. That man has to shoulder the responsibility of running that house. He has to shoulder them children. Because a woman gonna get tired. If if she's a housewife, she gonna get tired. And
Yeah,
she looking at you and you gonna say I'm tired too? That's not an excuse if you're a man.
I know, right?
That's she ain't gonna take that.
I've
She ain't gonna
seen
take that as an
videos where
excuse.
they be talking about my husband been asleep all day till 12 while I've been up all day. And he just gonna sleep in the bed. Yeah, he was working all night. Like you sleep in, they gonna get on you and something. Like you ain't got the right. But let them say something about their mental health or something. And again, I don't want to say that about it. I say most of these things I see are women under 40. So I say, which if you about 30 or 35, that mean like you was just a kid, 20 years old or 15 when I got injured. So I look at it as like these new people, I don't know what happened. The date naps, because date naps wasn't really popping yet in 2011. But basically, when you basically on the menu, when people can swipe and stuff, I guess that took a lot of, I don't know, care or personality or something. You could just swipe and get a new thing or whatever. I don't know, but
But I'm
Remember they
on the
had
date
power
now.
naps?
had power naps. Yeah.
I really don't know too many people on the date naps. I feel like these date naps are for scammers that's looking for the next victim. The date
Really?
the people you meet on date naps, you don't necessarily know what their intentions are. They could be reeling you along, helping you out with your bills, doing this, that, and the other, and then they're gonna hit you for something big, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I help you because you helped me. And
Right.
once give them what they want, they gone.
Wow.
They done emptied out your bank account or whatever, they got the most they could get from you, and they gone. They love bombed you, got what they want, now they gone. I think that's what they doing on the dating app.
Look, you right about that, because it sounds like that movie with Tyler Perry called Fall from Grace. Talk about get my ashtray, bitch.
Tyler Perry movies have done so much damage to the black relationships, I think, man. But
I'm telling you, he be dropping some gems, because I ain't gonna lie, it do be some men that be preying on older women that are divorced or whatever the case may be, got some self-esteem issues going on, and they see that she got a little something going on with herself, so he wiggle his way and try to charm her. But see, this is why you got to use the spirit of discernment, ladies. This is why you got to look for the signs. All that love bombing and talk about, oh, you so beautiful, grand rising queen, and all that crap. Like, come on now. Cut the crap. Cut the crap.
You are my African queen.
Man, I think them Tubi movies are worse than Tyler Perry movies. With all them with all those double crossings and shooting this person, that person, and the children are killers too. I can't do that. Watching those movies are bad for my mental health.
I never seen a Tubi movie.
Yeah, it said they're bad for my mental health.
Erica Mena and a lot of them, and she played the same character.
Who? Erica Mena?
Yeah.
I never
Sweet
heard
girl
of.
to you. The girl from Love and Hip Hop that was married to
never watched
Safari.
Love and Hip Hop.
She was married to Safari, Nicki Minaj's ex.
I was about to say, who's Safari?
Anyway,
damn, man, I'm out of the loop, bro. I never watched.
You talk about Erica Mena.
Yeah. She's in all them Tubi movies, playing the same character, reel them in and kill them, snatch their money and kill them.
She's trying to start an acting career.
She's been in more movies, but she's been in a lot of these Tubi movies. You know what they say? The more you have on your resume, the better.
Yeah, that's true to a certain extent.
She's working. She is working.
They probably ain't paying much because I don't know. I don't know if they gotta be in the SAG or whatever. That's what I'm saying. If they were all SAG actors or whatever, then they'd have a certain amount, but they probably ain't doing that. But she probably gets money. I don't know what she
may not be paying. They may not be paying that much, but the frequency, and the road that she gets, the work that they have her doing,
she's cranking it out quick.
Yeah.
If you get 5,000-10,000 a movie and you're doing 3 movies a month or every 2 months, 2-3 movies, I mean, hey.
And she may be a producer. She may be a producer the way they got her working. So.
Well, look, y'all, we done chopped it up for a long time tonight. I'm going to keep going and going, too, if we don't stop it now. But it's almost 1:30.
Yeah, man, because we almost in February.
Yeah, I'm out, y'all. I'm about to take it down. I need my beauty sleep.
I know that's right. You and me both.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah.
Don't forget we riding with you, man. Don't never forget that.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. I'm here for y'all too. I don't be making money or doing ad reads or selling out. I enjoy the conversation and I appreciate the support from everybody. So, and I know I put the title, but that's why I come out in the beginning. I don't want people to think I'm sitting here trying to do clickbait or I'm about to, check out the game. But the game is not as interesting no more.
I mean, like it used to be.
For real. It ain't, man. It's been ruined. And I don't want to be so depressed.
But it's rigged. But the NFL and the NBA is rigged.
That definitely is in the game of life too. It's all rigged. I mean, I've been losing interest in so much stuff, man. I don't know when the last time I really sat and watched the whole football game, start to finish, and was like interested.
So you're not
NBA, huh?
You're not interested in the Super Bowl?
I am, but I mean, not like years before.
Your team. See, I ain't interested. My team not in it, so I'm not interested.
I
But
know, right? I can't believe Sam Darnold is about to be in the Super Bowl. This dude could barely stay in the league, damn near.
Dang, because he acting like he Tom Brady.
I know, right? When he was with the Jets, that's the last time he was a rookie. That's
Yeah,
the
man, the
last
Jets suck,
time I was
man.
interested in the football. When he came out as a rookie, that's the last year. So I think that's the last year I bought Madden. Last year I used to watch games and I think they make so much money, so much so much stuff, man. It's just, oh man, I feel like a goofy, man, sometimes. Not that they getting so much money from me and stuff, but man, you know what? Before we go, y'all remember Charles Tillman, Peanut Tillman?
Mm.
He was a cornerback for the Bears. He was at the Bears last Super Bowl against the Colts. Well, long story short, this dude worked for FBI, and he's sitting there on ICE raids now. He got an article talking about how they don't like this or that, but Charles Tillman, Peanut Tillman, he played for the Bears, cornerback. He was one of our better defenders. That's when we had Urlacher and everybody. And
because y'all had Julius Pepper.
Yeah, Pepper Steak. That's what I used to call him. Give me that pepper
Because
steak.
y'all had Jay Cutler. I mean, Jay Cutler used to be throwing interceptions, man.
Man, don't even get me started on that fool. He riding the bike on the sideline, man.
Sideline.
Yeah, the damn he was riding a stationary bike for like 2 quarters, talking about he hurt. Like, if you don't get your ass on the field and throw that ball, we lost in the conference championships with him. He's sitting there riding the bike. If you can ride the bike, can't you play football? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. People don't have it. You get so much money. Don't nobody care about stuff no more. They got theirs. So I like when they cared.
Because I remember Devin Hester used to be a punt return. He used to.
I'm saying like Ronnie Lott. You know about Ronnie Lott? What he did to play?
Oh yeah, I wasn't watching football, but I ain't watched when I was 15 though.
Okay, well, see, I grew up watching football since like what 85 Bears. So that was when I first started watching football. And I was 7 years old. Anyway, from 7 years old until probably 4 years ago, I really stopped watching football 4 years ago. But until then, that's what I want. Anyway, Ronnie Lott, legendary defensive player for the 49ers when Joe Montana played. And he had a finger that was mangled that needed surgery, or they can cut the finger off. He cut his finger off so he can play. Yeah. So, like, ain't nobody doing that today. And I get it. That ain't a normal job request. But, you know, they wanted to play. They hated their opponents. They wanted to win. Now, these guys are friends. They make so much money. Don't nobody give a damn.
It was personal pride. It was personal pride and ego in it.
Yeah.
But see, now they ain't gonna do that because we all gonna eventually stop playing. But when we get hit or not, whether we get hurt or not, our body ain't gonna be able to keep going up and down this field. We gonna get turf toe, all that. So we gonna get paid and go home. That's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get paid and go home. Unless somebody got a point to prove, which is these younger folks, Shadir Sanders and other people like that, his age group, they got points to prove. They trying to prove themselves. They trying to go to the bank.
Right.
They trying to get their numbers.
And then when they get paid, there it go. They don't give a damn. So I don't know. I just missed that they cared. Anyway,
our team, we just replaced one coach with the losingest coach in the league. We just got the Browns ex-football coach.
That's
Todd Monken.
Instead of getting Shadir, we got his coach.
I'm tired of them recycling the same coaches, Mike McCarthy and all. Like, give somebody else a chance.
Man,
I'm
Mike
tired of
Tomlin,
this, man.
I don't know where he going, but somebody need to
Dude, Mike Tomlin, he stepped down though for coach because he was getting blamed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
he
should
gonna
be
go.
the number one coach that everybody wants right now.
Yeah, he's gonna go somewhere. Who's gonna get him?
That's what they did to Lovie Smith. Soon as he was gone, didn't nobody want him. Like, how? How do y'all,
But he
man?
coached us. Here for one year, and we fired him after we went 3-13.
Y'all, I thought y'all did better, but y'all didn't have a quarterback either.
No, we ain't had no quarterback on the roster.
Yeah, and see, they got rid of him too quick, and he a defensive coach. But anyway, that's the problem, man. They get rid of people too much. All right, before we go, Alan Self said, "Big J, you watching the fight tomorrow? Who fighting tomorrow? Who fight tomorrow? Y'all know?
I don't even much know.
They talking about trying to get Tyson in the ring with Mayweather.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Man, for real.
You gonna have a 49-year-old fighting a 60-year-old Mike Tyson, man? It's gonna be trash, man. Like it was with Jake Paul.
I know, right?
Yeah, and Mayweather and Tyson are close, and both
that's a scam.
And that one time they were both close to 50 Cent. I think they still close to 50 Cent. I think Floyd just had a disagreement. I think they cool with each other. And Tyson been cool with 50.
Yeah, that'd just be a damn scam. I ain't giving Tyson no more money. I don't know who fights tomorrow, man.
You know, they just had that fight between Adam 22 and Jason Love.
Man, that was a scam, but it wasn't a scam. But he got his ass beat like he should have. But it was a waste of time if somebody paid for that. I'd be mad.
Somebody paid for him because you know the two of them ain't gonna get no boxing ring unless some money on the line. And people that
Adam 22 ain't even throw a punch.
Yeah, they say how you let this tell your wife up and then tell you up.
That's just, man, like I said, man, don't nothing matter no more, man. You can have a wife and she could be beautiful and you letting this dude do it for money and bang your own camera and this, and you fight for no honor and get beat up and then she jump in your arm. What is the point of this? Like, they just making a mockery of life to me, man. Like, nobody had no dignity, no honor, nothing matters, just money on the line, do whatever. Bang my wife.
That's all they care about is money.
Beat my ass. Like, what? Oh, man. Anyway, I hate to go out on that note. But let's all try to make our days matter, a little more if we can, because it seems they trying to take that away from everybody, man. And that ain't a good place, man, in my opinion. If everything is trash. They call it the enshittification of stuff. Everything cheap. Your furniture is cheap, fall apart. Your products break. Everything, you got a subscription, doing this and that. Like, oh, man. Like, I used to have enjoyment going to get a CD or something. Like, they take away every little thing. Like, what in the world? Anyway, we need to, touch grass more. Straight up. On that note, man, we'll wrap it up like my daddy wish he could. And y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all here for me. I'm here for y'all, man. We got a good little community. I don't be trying to grow and do nothing, man, because that'll just bring in the infiltrators like a little naughty Noel. Anyway,
do you check out Jay and Fat Joe podcast?
Nah, what happened with Fat Joe podcast?
No, I'm talking about when they be interviewing people like Ashanti and Netta. Do you check them out on the daily weekends?
Because because they probably ain't asking them the real questions. Did they ask them why you going to support Trump?
I don't be paying attention to that. They be talking about records,
man,
with how they used to do.
Yeah, don't nobody care about that shit. Nelly going over there to perform the Trump thing, huh?
Oh yeah, he did do that. Yep.
My fault.
And Snoop Dogg lost $2 million, man, on Instagram for supporting Trump.
He should have. Damien, go ahead. What was you saying before we go?
I was saying Daddy Moore trying to get you a stepmama.
Ah,
Might be not in the code.
he gonna
Might
get
be
a
not
he
in
gonna
the
get a
code.
mama to step is what he gonna do. She about to step up out of here.
You remember The Color Purple? What,
Mister.
what did Daddy say? You need to get you a woman. Somebody around here clean up, fix your breakfast and dinner.
You told Harpo to beat me.
Daddy Moore trying to get you not in the code to come over there.
Boy, he better try to put his energy behind something else. Yeah, for real. That's dangerous right there. Shoot, that girl been came and wrecked my damn life.
Yeah, you would be trying to get her out of here, out your house.
For real. And then she can say anything and everybody be trying to believe that. I'll be going through everything I can to be talking about she lying. And because she a woman
and she about to drive you crazy, man.
For real. Yeah, but I'm good. I'll pass. I'll let you handle that one, Steve. You got more energy than me.
Yeah, man, because she can stay where she at.
I
Because I ain't finna go into no heart attack about that.
hear that. Well, look, man, y'all have some good night, good weekend. I might come back Sunday. You know, I'm be going to Panama in 11 days, man. I'm be going there. So February 11th.
Are you gonna scream from there?
Huh?
You gonna try to scream from there or not?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna take my computer and take my phone, of course, and phone and stuff. So I show my little rig I'm gonna use. Try to see it. I hate using it though, but oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
but you all have a good one, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, y'all too, and everybody be safe out there.
God willing, we'll talk soon again.
Peace. Again, peace. Not the other stuff. All right, brother. Y'all have a good night. Be blessed. Be safe. Watch who you invite in and allow in your personal spaces, because they definitely can ruin it. You know, definitely steal your peace. So I know I said a lot tonight. I don't know if it was worth anything, but hey, man, we all make mistakes and different things. We gotta try to own up to it, not make the same mistakes. And the sad part is, by the time we realize that, damn, we running out of time. So we got to make the most of it, man. Don't take your time for granted. Don't take your health for granted. Go out, touch some grass. Be genuine and love the Lord. Let the Lord in your life, man. I know I'm trying to. So with that being said, peace and much blessings to you. I'll see y'all on the next one.